What's going on, y'all? Corpus Christi Originals back at it again. Corpus Christi Originals. Real quick, shout out to Drift Corpus for sponsoring, CC Horror Club for hooking it up for what was it? Tag two people. What was it?
Yeah, tag two people. Get on here, comment, and follow all you cool people, and get a $40 credit to CC Originals.
Corpus Christi Originals. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Yeah, every little bit helps y'all to keep this podcast going. So thanks a lot for that. Also, for giving stars on Facebook last time, who we got Mark, Anthony Lemos, and Richard Solis. Thanks for the stars on Facebook. That little bit helps out. Today we got horror and comedy going on. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Okay, I'll go. Corpus Christi Goth Girl, or CC official Corpus Christi Horror Club, supporting the community. That's me. Ronee Martinez is my name, and spin horror movies is my game. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah.
You're next.
Next.
Hey, what's up? I'm Roland. Let's hang out.
Yeah, and I'm Ana Ramirez. I'm local stand-up comedian and #1 sales lady.
Yeah, #1 sales lady. I saw that. So you actually a sales person, or?
I am. I work in advertising currently, so I'm the #1 sales lady of anything and everything in Corpus Christi. Before I used to sell cars, so I was the #1 sales lady selling cars, and that's where I created my little hashtag brand, #1 sales lady.
Now you're in your Mad Men.
Now I do advertising for multiple dealerships and other products and stuff.
Where did you work at? I used to be a car salesman as well.
Oh, really? I started off at Mike Shaw Toyota, and I worked with Mike Shaw for probably 4 years, and then I moved over to Ed Hicks and stayed with Nissan for 4 years.
Really? I must have missed you. I used to. Yeah, Bob Ocanias.
Okay, yes, I do know Bob. Yes.
Yeah, I used to be the internet sales.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
What, internet?
Yeah. Oh, actually sold to Suzette from Keith and I said, well, because they moved me over to Mercedes, and I was her internet salesman, and they're like, she's going to be selling me the car.
Okay, internet sales like
They like
the leads come in, so people will submit like, "Hey, I'm interested in this car." She will answer it and set an appointment for you to come in and purchase it.
Yeah, with a salesperson. Like if she was a salesperson, I'd be like, "Hey, I'm going to give it to her."
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. What's going on, Master of Newts and Anthony Diaz?
That's my son right there.
Thanks a lot, you guys. Drop a question or comment for these guys. We got 2 comedians and a horror specialist.
Let's go, bro.
Hold on, and Roland didn't mention something. Roland's part of the Sports with Roland podcast.
Oh yeah. I'm host of Sports with Roland. That's a fun show.
Yeah, so you talk about sports?
Or they don't talk about sports.
No, I don't know anything about sports.
I used to be a boxer too, so I was like, dude, like,
okay.
Like, 49. Okay.
I mean, I've seen Space Jam.
Like, don't be scared. But no, I like the 49ers, so Cowboys fans, I'm sorry. Or well, I'm not sorry. I'll suck. Anyway, so I'm gonna get all the hate now.
Yeah, I like how consistent you are with uploading your podcast. You do?
Oh yeah.
Do you shoot for like the same day every week?
Yeah. We record the same day every sports Sunday.
Oh
yeah.
Right on. And then of course Andy, we had Andy on here, dude. Andy's right.
Oh,
I love his intros, bro.
Oh yeah. He always tries to come up with a new bit every time.
And Roland doesn't know what boxing is, says Blake Trevino.
I'll box you right now, dude. Let's go. I'll show you what I know.
Boxing.
I'll teach him before he gets out there.
Yeah. So is there any correlation between horror and comedy?
I think so. I feel like all horror movies have some part where it's like a funny part or something to kind of alleviate the mood before they give you the big scare. I feel like they go hand in hand. Yeah.
An American Werewolf in London. That's a funny, scary movie.
Hey, nice.
I mean, I thought Terrifier was hilarious. But I love gore, and I'm just like, seriously. Everybody's like,
sometimes the gory ones are the funniest ones.
Like,
the way they splash the blood or whatever. It's always
pulling out the intestines, and you're like, and the girl's still alive.
Yes.
Have you guys seen that Y2K movie?
I don't think so. The one on Netflix, was it Netflix?
No, it just came out in theaters.
Oh.
No? The gore in that one is really fun.
Y2K?
Yeah. It's like what if the robots did take over?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Not playing select theaters. $8.24 on $20.
They need a Chappie for that promo.
Yeah, they need help.
Yeah. So what's it like for y'all being a stand-up comics in Corpus?
Oh wow, yeah, that's good.
Oh man, it's It's pretty fun. You see like how big Corpus actually is compared to like other like small town cities like Alice or other place. or or how small it is compared to like Houston.
Yeah, exactly. We're kind of like in the middle of that, so we have a little bit of the best of both worlds of that in comedy.
Dude, I gotta give
It's a
comics
grind.
though, props because when it was COVID and I was delivering pizzas, I was listening to my friends who were comics up in New York, and Steven Rogers and Andrew Chavone, and they're up and coming comics up there, and they're just talking. They run a panic attacking podcast, and so I was having a lot of anxiety during that kind, obviously, and they would just keep me motivated and keep me happy. But then they would do little comedy sets, right? And just seeing their process and doing it, like it was, and they would talk about that, and of course having anxiety and being a comic, like,
Yeah.
are you kidding? How are you getting on
Yeah.
stage?
Get on the
But
stage.
I actually started
Lots
doing
of heroin.
comedy like, right after the pandemic because the pandemic scared me so much. My work husband had passed away from it. It's like, oh my God,
I wasn't joking.
my God, passed away and different things. And I was like, it's the end of the world if I can do this thing now and be serious about it. It's never going to happen. Like, time has run out. And so ever since then, I really just like pedal to the metal.
wow.
Hit the gas on the comedy because of the pandemic.
Do y'all have like a process? Because I know each comic has a different process of.
Yeah,
Doing
absolutely. I don't have it. Oh, there it's in the car. But pretty much where most people in Corpus Christi put their Bible, which is the dashboard of their car. I put my comedy books.
The little Jesus bobblehead.
That's a little
Like a
comedy
Bible,
t-shirt.
but it's a little notebook, right? So like I won't get another notebook until I filled one. So I'm currently on this year's one, so I have 4.
Wow.
And like I try to go through one a year and fill it page to page with jokes.
How long have you been doing it?
Since the pandemic,
pan-
October 2020
Got the date.
was
Oh, yeah.
when I finally, like, I had done it 2 or 3 years prior to that, but I was working in the car dealership and like the hours were crazy at Mike Shaw. We were there till 9 p.m. every night.
Wow.
It was tiring and different things, and I had maybe tried it once or twice, but it didn't stick because of all like always trying to like on the grind selling cars. And so finally, when the pandemic happened, I was like, you know what, I don't even care. They can fire me. I'm the number 1 sales lady. They didn't fire me. I ended up quitting, but
It all worked out.
yeah.
What's going on, Monarch 361?
That's my brother.
And it's Ray on YouTube. Thanks a lot, you guys, for joining. Blake Trevino, thank you on Facebook. Appreciate you. Yeah, Blake was actually talking about something controversial. I don't know if y'all want to get into that on El Vago's podcast.
Controversy.
Yeah.
Talk about it. What's it?
You know, you were on there, weren't you?
What's
I
the
was
tea?
watching it.
No, if y'all don't want to get to, that's fine. I mean,
No, I don't know what it is.
I mean, tell me down here. What's going on?
well, I mean, I guess it's like any scene. You know what I mean? Comics or stand-up comics. There's like, how do you say, like groups? You know? What I mean? Cliques and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then his comments were
I'm the cool
regarding
kid, by the way.
his comments were regarding certain venues in town. Like this venue is this way towards these types of these
Oh
comments.
yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying? How do you approach that? Or how do you,
That's here. That's in San Antonio. That's in Houston.
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's
Yeah.
everywhere.
One of the highlights of being in comedy is reading about the drama that's happening in states.
wow.
There's
Like,
like,
oh, mine ain't
entire
that bad.
podcasts or YouTube channels that are dedicated directly to drama happening in
Wow.
comedy scenes. Like Austin probably right now is, I'm sure,
Yeah.
ridiculously
Crazy,
crazy.
not the wow, yeah.
Yeah. But I think for Corpus, even though we do have our differences and things like that, we still keep it very cordial. We still all work together, regardless of that stuff. I think sometimes some comics are holding on to some old feelings and things that may have happened way in the past that don't really pertain to like the current generation of comics like me and stuff. So it just It really just depends on who you talk to and things like that. I try to keep it as cordial as possible and try to give everyone an opportunity, you know, because I am involved with Mesquite. I work the door at the shows. I host the shows. I do the Art Walk comedy show right here downtown. I try to make sure that I, you know, have a good rotation of openers and try to give everybody at least one chance to come in and open and do the things. And also bring other comics from San Antonio or Laredo or the Valley or whatever and come in and do showcases so that we could see the other comics from the other scenes as well. So it's a constant rotation to stay on top of and things like that. And it's just, we just got to keep moving forward and forget the past.
Doing all that stuff, I guess, like hosting and doing all that stuff, is that part of the play for stand-up comics in Corpus, like to do that, to be able to do that, or does it matter?
I don't think that matters.
Oh yeah, I think so. You know, being a good hosting makes you a better stand-up. So
Right.
I
Get
think
in front of the crowd, get anxiety.
Yeah.
Practice, anytime you're on the stage, definitely you're gonna, you know, gain some more, you know, knowledge points. But that's the whole thing, is everybody wants the stage time.
Yeah.
And that's the
It seems
thing.
like there's
That's
not
where
enough,
the drama
right?
starts.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
like, I want the stage.
I'll pay you this much.
Off-putting to some people, it might, you know, because I am such a.
Yeah.
You need to get on with me too, because I'm probably not the funniest one, and I'm probably not the hardest working one, but I'm gonna give it a try. I came from Mexican immigrant families. I'm the anchor baby of my family, and I don't know anything else besides go, go, go.
Right on.
I'm gonna break.
That's awesome. I was like, is Anna really gonna come up today?
We'll build it again.
So when are you running for politics?
Right.
Gonna bother that.
Please come message me.
I'd vote for you.
No.
So did you guys
Shouldn't
got
have
on
gone
both?
dude.
Huh?
Shouldn't have gone into that tea, dude.
Oh.
Like pure caffeine and sugar.
Oh,
It's pure caffeine and sugar. That's why I got it.
that's hilarious.
Because I honestly wanted a Red Bull. But
Do y'all have your favorite comedy person? Or
Oh,
comedian?
yeah.
Not comedian.
You know why I started doing it? When Norm Macdonald died,
Norm, dude.
like
yeah.
2 weeks later, that's when I was like, okay, I'm
I
gonna
thought
do
it
this.
hot.
do it.
I don't know why. I was like in love with Norm. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where-
Is
Absolutely.
that the dude from Billy Madison?
Yeah, he was in like
He passed
all of the
away?
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
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 That's the bad news for you,
That's
dude.
the thing about me, bro. I'm late to everything, bro.
What?
He died.
So who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna
Wait,
break
what?
the news?
Selena's gone?
Did you know that
I thought that was somebody else.
Who's gonna break the news to him about OJ?
About us.
Betty White.
Yeah.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
Who's yours?
I mean, of course, I love my Joan Rivers and like that,
Right.
you know,
She was-
kind of like,
she was a
but
girl.
I mean, Maria Bamford is another one of my very favorites. Kathleen Madigan is someone who I want to model, like her career in stand-up
Yeah.
comedy and how she has things going on right now is kind of like the dream of what I want to capture.
Right,
And of
right.
course, April Macy, love her. She's such a fun person and really, really sweet and nice. And, you know, there's so many wonderful female comics out there that are just amazing. But really,
come on, really?
Joan Rivers, you know, is just one of those legendary ones. That,
Every time I think about a female comedians, I always think about like I don't know why I was going to South Park when I'm on this episode or other podcast with Cartman. He's like, "Women are funny, guys. Women are funny." Did you ever watch that South Park episode where he's
No.
like trying to tell her he's got a girlfriend? He's like, "Women are funny. Like women are."
Oh.
Like,
gotta watch it.
yeah, and he's
Gotta
like
watch
trying to
it.
push it. Okay, say something funny.
What were you saying? You didn't want to bring South Park?
Because I brought up South Park last time. I'm like, maybe
Oh, nobody knew who it was? Or,
Yeah, I said
oh.
something there. I think one guy, the other. Wait,
Yeah.
somebody knew? Wait, one guy on the.
I have Paramount,
Blake knows
so
what
I've
it
been
is. What's up,
watching
dude?
I've been watching the
Hi,
South Park
Daddy. Oh,
movies.
yeah.
Oh, that's my. Hi, Francesca. Thanks for joining the podcast, Mama. I love you. That's my daughter.
And Friends.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Before I left the house, she's like, "Oh, I like your videos, Daddy." How do you not love that? It's awesome.
Steve Blake knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is a great episode. Thanks a lot, Blake. Appreciate you, man. I liked your episode on El Vago's. He had a lot of. I thought so. He was just a lot of his perspective on the comedy scene was pretty something I hadn't heard before. So it's pretty cool. I actually got a question for you, bro, from Anonymous.
Oh shit, anonymous.
Anonymous.
Are they coming to kill us? Or that type of anonymous?
This is regarding HEB.
What?
What kind of reaction do you have when you see hot girls in HEB? And try to guess who that question's from.
I say hello, ma'am. Fine evening we're having today, isn't it?
Okay, now you didn't specify which HEB because there's different hot girls at different HEBs. I know I used to work at HEB. And I would see like kind of like the ghetto girls at the Port and Tarleton one, but they were hot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, girls, what's up? But then
Well, you have a bit on that about guys, right? Like, where the dudes are at.
HEB.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do
wait,
have
where I
a
can
bit.
meet a man at HEB?
Yes,
She's like, I know where you guys are at.
The joke is, I'm gonna get off the dating apps and just go into the HEB because if I want a good kisser, well, I'll go over to the toothpaste aisle. If I need to pay a bill or something like that, I'll go to the pharmacy, see if I can find me a sugar daddy.
There you go.
I know I don't want a dirt bag, so I'm gonna stay away from the gardening section.
It's a good place to pick up partners.
Good one.
Yeah.
I like
If I want a
that.
dad bod, I'm gonna hang out by the brisket.
The brisket.
Yeah. He knows how to cook too. He has the barbecue pit.
If any brisket dads want to hit up Anna,
All right, that's what's up.
Drop your number down there.
Yeah, I tried to
Yeah,
go to Home
true
Depot to
that.
find a guy, and I just found women. And
Yeah.
I have to say, they did a lot better job than any guy could have ever done. So, I mean, I don't mean sexually.
You know
I
what?
just
Home
mean-
Depot on Port probably has better chances than Home Depot on SBID.
I did not think about that.
Yeah. You just have the requirements for papers.
All right. They need the help you're listening.
Yeah.
Damn.
Chances are good.
Sorry, guys. I'm like tired. I'm really actually winging this episode.
You should have
I had a lot of
one
stuff
the
going on.
XIP thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, can I bring up a horror movie?
Yeah, go
All
ahead. Yeah,
right.
go ahead.
I'll be your backup over here.
Thank you.
So,
you want some cocaine, dude?
Nah. That's
Just
make
real
it worse.
Push it to the limit.
after the show, I'm just kidding. Did y'all watch The Substance?
Oh, yeah.
Recently or
Not the
ever?
The Substance, not The Simpsons. Sorry, I'm still working on a sinus infection, so I sound a little
Same.
Same.
Yeah,
Oh my
totally.
God. Yeah.
But no, The Substance. Did you watch it, dude?
I watched it in theaters.
Did you? Yeah, me at AMC. Because I think that was the only place. it
Yeah,
played.
yeah. And then I went to Draft House for a little bit. But
Did
yeah.
he?
Yeah. For a very little tiny bit.
That
But
movie. I suggest everyone see that. It was like, I guess it was an underground movie. I don't know. They didn't promote it. I didn't watch it not until like I saw people on
Wow.
Facebook posting, hey, go watch The Substance. And I was like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
So I looked at it and it said Demi Moore. Demi Moore, dude.
Demi Moore?
Love
What?
Demi Moore.
yeah.
What's his name?
oh, Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, who was also in the movie Reagan that just came out. So we're in a Dennis Quaid-assance right now.
Are we? Okay.
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid.
Not mad about that. 'Cause I did. I listened to him play. Actually, a picture of him and me at Austin. I was in Austin, and he got on stage, started playing the guitar, and afterwards, I was like, take a picture.
Oh, man.
That was awesome. But yeah, it talks about, or kind of, it's. I guess it's kind of going off the whole Ozempic thing. People
Changing the way they look.
and Demi Moore, they offer her just like this kind of injection. A spoiler alert.
I did watch the South Park episode movie about the Ozempic, and that was hilarious. But
It's kind of like, but the ending is kind of like, whoa.
It's a body horror classic now.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
like, now it's so like everybody that's watched it is like promoting it for them, and they're
What?
just like,
It is
What?
pretty crazy what ends up happening.
yeah. I don't want to give the ending away, but it was just like not
Yeah, go
what I
check it out. Substance
expected.
now playing at select theaters.
There's a girl, there's a girl on Instagram that I found that literally did the costume, that cosplayed the ending of
Oh,
that.
wow.
She did the whole horror ending.
That's cool.
And she did that for Halloween. And I mean, if y'all look it up, The Substance.
Yeah, just watch the movie.
Yeah, watch the movie.
It's a good time.
Just take our word for it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Watch it, because you'll have something to talk about with your friends. And
Yeah, it got nominated for a few Golden Globes, so that'd be crazy if it ends up like winning a bunch of Oscars.
For real.
That would be nuts.
Especially since it was like only in, that one AMC and then what
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
wasn't even big. Like,
But just word of mouth, everyone's like, "Yo, did you see that fucked up movie?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. What's up, Marcos? Thanks a lot. South Park Ozempic episode is fire. Yeah.
That's my bestie with the same birthday.
Right on. So how important is social media for you guys as stand-up comics?
Oh man, it sucks, dude.
It's constant, and like you can't just go on one social media platform. Whatever you post on Instagram,
Gotta do
gotta go on
everything.
Facebook, it's gotta go on TikTok, it's gotta go on Snapchat, it's
Yeah.
gotta go everywhere. OnlyFans included.
Yeah, I gotta promote on Grindr. It
Grindr.
sucks.
Yeah.
Literally use Tinder just to promote comedy, and I've pissed off so many dudes.
Like, no, I'm doing a comedy
Show
set.
you need to pay $10 to get
Oh damn!
If you want to see the rest of the show, baby.
Mean green
real
is 100.
life.
Hey,
Whatever it
what's up,
takes.
Alex and Facebook? Thanks for joining the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the end goal? What's the end goal for? I mean, is it different for everybody for stand-up comics? Like,
Yeah.
I guess.
Some people want to be on Saturday Night Live. Some people want to.
Netflix show.
Yeah. Some people want to be on Letterman.
I want
Letterman's not a show anymore. Those guys are crazy.
Traveling
doing it full time.
till I die in the grave.
Nice.
Pretty much, I want to be on the road. I want to be like that.
Does it give you a high? Does it give you guys a high?
Oh yeah, like anytime, especially when there's like a tight room.
The drugs
where
do,
it's,
too.
Like, where the laughs can be really trapped on a low ceiling in a dark room, and they
Yeah.
all laugh at the same time and makes
Yeah.
this huge pop. When everybody goes ha! At the same time,
Yeah.
it pops. It like almost like shoots you like
Wow.
poof, like that.
That's
it
so
feels
cool.
so good, like euphoric almost.
How did you
It's
find
really
yourself
cool.
getting over the nerves whenever you're...
Well, I went to Miller High School Center of Communications and Technology and Performing Visual Arts. So I've always been a performer, and I've always been an entertainer and love
Yeah, I can see
entertaining people and those kinds of things. So it was just a matter of channeling my high school self.
Oh, yeah.
And just being like, you've done this millions of times for more people, so just do it. And like that. I do get nervous after, though. Like,
Really?
after I get off the stage, I am like, oh, no, you didn't say this, and you didn't do that, and you did
over,
that,
yeah.
and you
Like
didn't
critiquing yourself.
Yes, like that, and I need a little vodka shot to get me down.
He need a little hit.
That's crazy. But what happens whenever it's like silence?
Oh,
What happens when it's like silent?
like they're not getting your bits, or like you
mean,
feel like
usually
you're-
I low key kind of love it. Because I think it's really funny
I thought it was funny.
that they're all there to laugh, and I made them all not laugh at the same time.
well, there's
That's a pretty good bit.
depends, like there's times that we go into an open mic and we're performing literally in front of only other comedians. So they're really not paying attention to you at all.
Oh.
So my goal when I first started, and we went to an open mic at the Elbow Room San Antonio, shout out Cousin Berto. Literally it's all comedians and they're all in the back of the room. The front is all empty. And the whole time when I went up there, I was like, my goal is to get the people at the bar to stop ordering drinks, the pool table to stop playing pool, and for these comics to pick their head up off their notebooks.
Yeah.
And I was able to accomplish that goal. I didn't get any laughs,
Damn.
but I got them to pay
It's almost
attention.
like you gotta work even harder.
And so that's the whole thing is like, if I can get the bar to stop ordering drinks and the people to pick their head up off the thing, then I've done it. They don't have to necessarily laugh, but as long as they gave me their attention, it's good enough.
That's good enough, right? Yeah, that's nice.
Is it easier? Is it easier in front of out of town crowds as opposed to local crowds?
Yeah, because they don't know your stuff, so you can play all the hits. You can tell them jokes that other people have made up. You can tell them Rodney Dangerfield jokes. They don't know.
Don't do that though.
Don't do it.
Tell your own jokes.
Hey, do you think like facial hair plays a role, like in your I guess as a stand-up comedy?
Yes, I shave every morning.
Practice is good.
I don't think so. No,
No.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I was listening to I think it was a workshop with Ralphie May, and his thing was like to be clean shaven and like not wear a hat and
Yeah.
Are you talking about the?
Yeah, it's
Things
like a
not supposed to do stand-up comedy in shorts. Can't do stand-up comedy in the daytime.
Really?
Those
Kinda
types
like-
of things.
Are
But we
you
know,
serious?
but we know a guy who does it in Daisy Dukes, and he
Yes,
rocks
and
it.
Like,
Fuck the rules, dude.
I've worn shorts and stuff as well, but like no chanclas, things
Yeah.
like that. But
dude,
this
I
is
saw a
Corpus.
girl that was like dressed like, I seriously thought I saw her sitting in the table in front of me, and I thought she was a stripper because she had stripper heels and like a stripper outfit. Then she went up there as a comedian. I was like, oh shit. But she wasn't funny.
Oh.
She was in San Antonio.
Corpus? Oh, in San
She was in
Antonio.
San Antonio. I was like,
Bro, your Lincoln Park one was, dude. That one got me good.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one. Did y'all hear?
I'm barely learning about the comics here in Corpus because I was like I said, I was watching my friends out in New York. I was listening to them and their people, and I barely started getting into liking comedy because I wasn't a comedy. My brother's more of a person that likes comedy. I never thought I was like, oh, we're just gonna sit there and listen to somebody like tell jokes or whatever. But then I started I was like, dude, no, this stuff is kind of good. I was like, this is the shit. So I'm starting. That was my second comedy show that I went to over there at Lazy Beach, and Corinne, the artist.
Oh yeah, Corinne. We love Corinne.
Yeah, I met her at the Painting with a Twist.
Oh
yeah, and I
yes.
was painting with her, and then she's like, oh yeah, I'm a comedian as well, and somebody had posted about the show, and I was like, let me go watch her. So her and I forgot the other girl's name, but she was there, and they were just like, they're awesome.
Was it Candy or Jen?
I remember her saying I might look like who's that chick that shot Selena?
Yolanda.
She's like, I might look like Yolanda
Danielle.
Yeah, I think so. So, and I mean, she was her
Danielle
and Corinne
Torres.
were fire. So I was just like, hey, this is
Daniel Torres, yeah.
So, I'm trying to find more but every time my friend invites me, Joe Hilliard, he always invites me, and I always have something event going on, so I never get to go. But I'm trying to work around it next year so I can see more comedy shows. So I can see y'all's comedy shows.
That's why I want more tourism, because Corpus, it's a grind getting you guys to come out to the comedy shows. Please, for the love of God, come out to the comedy shows.
Yeah, I actually put like a heartfelt request out there on my social media saying, hey, what do we got to do? What do we as a community got to do? That people that do stuff like comedians, me as events, you with your podcast, what do we got to do for y'all to see? But I think literally Instagram, Facebook, they're not sharing our stuff because people are not seeing our stuff till like weeks or days later. Like I honestly don't see a lot of stuff until later.
I see that. They want you to promote your stuff.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous because I mean
they want you to pay.
So many
Facebook will allow you to see 0.15% of your friends for free. So 0.15% of whatever amount. So like let's say you have 3,000 followers, that's probably 30 people that will be exposed to your thing that day for free. After that, they're going to charge you for the rest.
Unless there's engagement,
unless they naturally go to your page, and want to go and see what you're doing. Unless they naturally, organically go to your page to see you, then they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally I have like a list of like the people that I try to like remember, like, okay, they need more promotion because I saw them post the other day that these people aren't like, I know the coffee mug. I mean, it's a Harry Potter coffee shop. Come on, guys. That's
that place is cool.
Yeah, and she started opening up late. And she was just like, hey, it's been slow and stuff like that. Luckily, the community came through once she made that request. And actually, I had some people saying, hey, why don't you try this, and this? So I'm going to try and incorporate that next year. But it's just been a struggle for not just me. So many other people have talked about how hard it is to get that engagement, to get people out there. I mean, it's just a simple share. If you have, and you can follow your people, like you can make them your favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the more people need to, like, if they're your friends, hey.
I had a family member one time, like, you never invite me. And I'm like, look, mijito, do you know how much you would break my heart if I went out of my way to make sure to look for you or your wife, because you don't have Facebook. So I have to look for your wife, send her the flyer for this particular show and ask you to please, please, please come in. And then you don't come. Yeah. That would break my heart so much versus you just say, hey, we're off on a Friday. Go to my profile. Oh,
It's not that hard.
Jackie, I'm Jackie to my family. She's playing here today. Let's go there.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, Blake, I was talking about the different rules of like comedy and stuff. How much it really applies. Marcos Renee on YouTube says pay money for ads. Yeah.
Marcos doesn't count.
Oh, you know,
Not paying money for ads.
it just
Marcos.
like it makes me think about the importance of actually just getting out and going instead of because we're on social media all the time.
Yeah.
Like for art
don't get out
walk,
much.
what helps me is that the art walk is going on. So I will literally print flyers, walk up to people personally and ask them to come to the show. So I do have to like do some profiling. Like I'm not going to approach a family with young children, but if
Right.
it's like a date night or a girls' night out or things like that, a gaggle of guys, a gaggle of gays, hey,
Come on.
come on in. Here's a flyer. and I, and usually most of them that I personally walk up to like that, if they don't have anything going on, they come through, but the art walk really helps because the streets are packed.
Yes.
Yeah, they have nowhere
And
to
that's
go.
what's wonderful. That I'm able to really, I'm really able to bark up the crowd versus, like a night like tonight, where I think only the bus had like a crowd of people over there, and they were already there for like some sort of event. you
Right,
know?
yeah.
It's so strange. There's a bunch of events everywhere, all spread out, and it seems like there's only so many people for so many events. So the money's spread everywhere.
I occasionally Uber drive, and I remember like the Creed concert, right? I was Uber driving, I dropped off some people, but literally the city completely was desolate for the time that the Creed
So they
concert
can go
was
see
on.
Creed, but they can't come see.
Like I remember, like I picked up a guy from Twin Peaks and he was he's here, yeah.
I put on free shows, and it's still difficult to get people to come. Says Aaron Carranza.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
follow
What's
us,
up, Aaron?
come to our shows. Yes, Aaron does. He's got the Lazy Beach.
If you guys are on Facebook, tag 2 people, or if you're on YouTube, tag 2 people for a chance to get $40 store credit.
Yeah.
CorpusChristiOriginals.com.
I had some of your stickers, and I gave it to my Starbucks. A couple of them to my Starbucks
Hey,
people.
thank you.
Check out the show.
Yeah.
Give you a sticker.
You were salty because what were you saying? Because people could go see Creed.
They can go. That's the thing. It's like they people. And I'm not trying to be salty, but I'll be salty. It's like they see like all these like big name people or whatever, and it's like they could put on a show, but they come to my show on November 2nd when it was fire.
Exactly. That's how I feel too. They're like, "Oh, you're a comedian. Do you know Fluffy?" Like,
Yeah, we all hang.
let me text him right now. Like,
You know what he said? He said, "Come to my show next time."
and then, or people will message me like, "Oh, hey, I got tickets to go see whatever comic over here at American Bank Center," but they've never
they
like
can't go
shared
to
like,
your
"Hey,
show,
I'm gonna come to your show,"
And
but
it's not
they'll
even-
share me that they're going to that show over there that paid $50 a piece for.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'm guilty of that, like doing that. It isn't until I really like started this podcast and the brand.
You see, I think that's another thing. Yeah, people don't. Not until they're doing stuff like this do they
Yeah.
realize how much community matters.
Yeah.
How
Exactly.
much it means. Like it doesn't even mean that you would have to. You can't go out. You got kids or something like that. But share your friends' stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Like share it. Like the best thing I've noticed to do that I have a group of friends is that we'll go and comment on each other's like posts because it'll move it up the line.
Yeah,
So people will
and
see it.
creates a little bit of
Yes. So that's been a thing that we're just like, hey, go talk about shit.
If you can find a way to cheat it, though, you could do that. One time, the only time I've ever put on a comedy show, there was a Dallas Cowboys game right before at the bar. It was
Hey, nice.
CC Wells, which was
Oh,
formerly
CC
Zeros.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was a cool place. But yeah, so we had a crowd there
Yeah, zero.
because they just didn't want to get up from the Cowboys game.
Oh, you were at Rich's
That's
recently,
what
weren't
Frank
you?
Oh yeah, I did.
What was that like?
I was cool. That was friend of the pod, Mario Salazar.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was it was all right. It would have been cool if there was more people, but I had a good time. The 5 or 6 audience members seemed to like me. So
right.
And
Gotcha.
that's what that.
What's going on, Eli? Thanks for joining Facebook. Tag 2 people.
yeah.
Okay, so
Where
my friend
are
wants to
these
know where the
comedy
comedy
shows?
shows
I'm
are.
interested.
Well, I got one Saturday.
Yeah.
With Joe Hilliard. Let's go.
Where's it at? Where's it at?
Yeah,
The jazz room.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's right here on
Air
Airs.
Street.
that's a new place that opened up, right?
It's on Airs near Six
Yeah.
Points by the old Nuevo Cafe.
What time?
Yeah. 2 shows, 7:30 and 9:30.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
And then every Thursday we have now we have a little open mic walk sort of every
What?
Thursday. So you'll be able to go to Prohibition and then come over to Mesquite
Oh, cool.
and then return over
Really?
there. And so you'll be able to get 3 shows in a night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I
Well,
read
actually, they're not shows, they're open mics.
Right. For real.
Monarch
Same.
361 on YouTube
Thank
says, I'd
you,
rather see
Monarch.
comedy than Creed.
That's what my brother's.
You and me
Yeah.
both, brother.
He's the one that sends me all the comedy stuff, and I'm like, all right, I'll watch it later.
Here's the
I'm like, wait, no, I'm gonna go back and watch
Here's
it.
some comedy stuff. This band Creed, they think they're real music.
That's messed up.
But, is there any other music? Do y'all know any musicians in town? Or you used to play, right?
Yeah. House of Rock. There's always fun people there.
Yeah. We go to the Exchange a lot, especially after we're done with open mic. So we get to hang out with all the musicians that come through at the Exchange. So there could be Deborah Scott Brown, there could be Raul Ayala, there
Yeah.
could be, the guys that run the, like Hank and them.
They actually have a podcast out of there.
The Logan.
yeah,
Logan
right.
Lit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so we're pretty much always commingling there because that's
finding
where
out
we
about
hang
this
out
stuff?
after.
Obviously,
same way.
yeah, we're
I'm the
both
same
like, what? Gonna have to put that on the.
Yeah. Much stuff, right?
Yeah,
like you're just
there's,
figuring it out. Yeah.
Yeah, and then not unless you talk to somebody, you hear it word of mouth, and it's just like I
Yeah.
didn't even see that on Facebook. Like what? Like that's why I'm trying to follow as many people as I can. And unfortunately, the algorithm, of course, only shows me who I liked or whatever. So I have to search people because I think I just started following you. So I was like, now I can share your stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're on Facebook, but because I have more followers on Facebook.
He's
than I do.
incognito on Facebook.
At Aaron Corenza says Friday downtown Lazy Beach 8:30 on Facebook. Blake Trevino says follow his page. New comedy
yeah.
shows coming soon. Big things are coming. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, the Corpus community we're out here, and I don't like that we get like a bad rap. You know what I mean? Especially from people out of
I
town.
will
Oh, you're from
argue.
Corpus? Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get that kind of
One
Yeah,
bad thing
you know.
happened, and it's like, oh, it's a Corpus thing.
yeah.
Bitch, I live in Houston. That's the worst shit. What the fuck? Like,
And it's like even and sometimes you get a sense of pride too, like and so I'm still.
that means I'm gonna kick your ass. So
Yeah.
keep your shit up. Like, that's like
Yeah,
talking shit.
yeah. We had those drifter guys. The Drift Corpus was on here, and they were
Oh.
talking about drifting and how they had that accident where that lady fell out of the car and she
Yeah.
was doing spinning right there,
Not
Oh, no,
good.
right.
and then it basically it makes them look. It reflects on them, and they do it
Yeah.
like the right way and stuff like that. So
That's sad though. That's like that.
yeah.
I mean, everywhere except Canada is like some shit is gonna go down. So every city, every state, there's no state in America that hasn't had shit go down that's bad. Like it's just because we're corporate.
Anywhere
Yeah.
you have people.
Yeah,
Anywhere you have
Human
people. Anywhere. You can
we're
be
gonna do that
a
shit.
Texan.
But people are like, well, you're from Corpus, like you're supposed to support.
I don't know. I've gotten the opposite. Like there was a time that I lived in the valley, and I was told, "Oh, well, you're Corpus, so you don't know. You don't know what it's like to really struggle, and you don't." And I was
What
like,
the hell?
I didn't see a movie till I was like 15. In a theater.
baby with
Or even have a phone, right? Like a cell phone.
Dude, I was so I got that out.
Yeah.
But no, like
The
yeah.
landlines.
No, my
Don't
parents were
remember
paid for
those?
Catholic school, so they had no money for anything else. Because my dad was a welder, and my mom was a stay-at-home mom. So honestly, I have no idea how they paid for 3 kids to go
Wow.
through Catholic school. No idea. Drug money, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they did. But we didn't have money for anything else. We couldn't go out. We never went out to eat. We never went to, like I said, I never went to an actual theater till I was older, unless I was with my friends.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know what it is. I lived on Lanier by Ayers and stuff. So
I had a
Where was
very
this
modern
person, where's this
mom.
person from?
What?
Where was this person from?
The Valley.
Well,
The
don't get
valley.
mad because
But
our fault, dude.
the valley, but like before the valley is what it is now. Before it was very small town feel down there, and so they would come to Corpus to shop back in the day because so they thought Corpus was like this whole thing, but now
look
that's
at now.
completely changed. Like
I
now we
know.
don't barely
Now we
have
go
a mall.
there.
Now we go there for shopping. Yeah. But like in the 90s, it was a different thing. But yeah, I mean, I had a very modern mother. She was, single mom, worked really, really hard, had a barber shop. Wow. And so if CCISD wasn't taking care of me, from up until 5 p.m. where she had to come and pick me up, then on the weekends, she would literally drop me and my friend off at the mall or let us go to the trade center. And that was the baby.
Hey. That's old.
You'll be right here at this ramp by 5 p.m.
Man, hold on. Monarch 361. Yeah, there is a page. It's called Corpus Christi Stand-Up Comedy Scene.
Oh, my
there's
brother
a couple
knows the
pages
DC.
out there,
My brother knows this stuff.
There's also 361.
Yeah, 361.
He's asking, is there a Facebook page that announces nothing but comedy shows in Corpus?
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Monarch 361 says on YouTube.
361.
Yes, Corpus Christi Stand-Up Comedy Scene. I post on there whenever I have comics on here and I do clips. I post it on there, and I don't know whoever runs it. Appreciate you guys for letting me run that clip on the page.
That's cool.
What is it? Roland 361.
Yeah, just Corpus Christi Comedy.
Corpus Christi Comedy is the page.
Yeah. Yeah, run by a friend of the pod, Ronnie. He's a cool guy.
Yeah,
no, nice.
Ronnie's great.
Yeah, sorry, I'm making so many friends on your pod. I'm inviting everyone, dude.
It's all good. It's like you're saying, he's a friend of the family. He's kind of like the godfather, bro.
Yeah, well, because on the little logo, he has 361 Comedy on there. But yeah, the page is called 361 Comedy. So right now we have 727 followers. We're hoping that after this, it will increase. Let's get to the 1,000. Come on, Corpus.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we got a fired shot here by Marcus Ronee on YouTube. Says our beach is better than the Valley's beach because it's closer to home.
The shade on that.
We can walk down the street. They have to drive an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I had a Rachel Caballero on. She was talking about the beaches being privatized.
What?
What?
What do you think about that? What do y'all think
Texas is known for having the most amount of non-privatized beaches. Every other state has they've pretty much
Florida?
are all gone. Like Florida, Georgia, California. And so that's one thing that we really have to hold on to as not just Corpus Christians, but as Texans.
Yeah.
Like that's a prideful thing to
Yeah.
come visit our state. You can totally just walk on the beach.
Is that
the Lita statue?
Yeah.
is that I don't know if getting into politics, I guess. Is that a Republican thing or a Democrat thing, or because to privatize a beach, like what, the city's gonna sell it off? I mean,
Yeah,
you know
so
what I'm saying?
basically,
Like,
a hotel chain would own a chunk of the waterfronts or rights to the waterfront.
Wow.
So that would be from the General Land Office of Texas.
Oh, crazy.
So yes, that would be probably, I'm gonna say this, a Republican thing.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to make some money.
it sucks that you have to like group it, right? Like, oh, it's this
Yeah.
side or that side.
Yeah, it's
how
a
it
whole
is.
thing, and then it's also kind of like one of those like, I'm afraid to say,
Yeah, exactly.
because
I don't want to
people
lose
are gonna
business,
think,
or you know what I
I
mean?
don't want to take a side
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah,
and
Joe Hillier, get him on the show. We talk about comedy and politics.
Yeah, Blake Torino says get Joe Hillier on the show. Yeah, Andy actually not requested, but suggested Joe Hillier too. So
I did his podcast.
you'll probably see him.
actually.
You too, Blake, man. I got to get you on here too. Also, Monarch 361. Appreciate you on YouTube. Thanks a lot, you guys. Yeah, we were talking earlier too how about voting and stuff like that, and vote for the
Absolutely.
mayor. Do you want to talk about that stuff?
Sure. Let's vote for Mayor Paulette Guajardo. I feel like she's done a very, very good job with the city. I mean, I pretty much live downtown and I work downtown. Every morning I see the janitors of downtown Corpus Christi picking up our trash, watering the beautiful plants and things. I was literally sweeping the streets and everything. And I tell them, mijito, thank you so much every morning because our city, like, for the longest time, we did have sort of like Corpus, like people would come visit and be like, oh, it's kind of ghetto. But lately it hasn't been that way. Like, look how beautiful it looks downtown. And then how we have like, the food truck area and everything like that. And of course, there is a lot of construction. But if once you see the road and it's done, like Staples, for example, it's all done with the beautiful concrete street. It's like awesome, And my friend's street got redone and they put sod, they put, evened out the sidewalks. What's happening?
I'm like,
voting for her.
Blake Teresa, I'm voting for her. They are into some freaky stuff.
I'm like, please
Yeah, dude.
Vote for a mayor with big Texas hair and a fat ass.
What kind of freaky stuff, Blake? Marcus Renee says they won't. Marcus Renee,
Exactly.
I don't care. The politics. Oh shit! They don't privatize beaches. Remember when they closed the beaches during COVID and everyone went crazy? Says Marcus Renee on YouTube. Yeah, Paulette was talking about that too.
Yeah,
like, that would be crazy if they privatized it. But why?
What explain? I need Blake to explain.
Go ahead and
what
we got a request here, Blake.
Well, when a man loves,
explain what freaky stuff is.
well, when a man loves a woman and 12 midgets at the same time.
I mean, no way. It's like BDSM. What are we, swingers? What's going on here?
So the anonymous voter that says that you're into movies. What kind of movies are you into, or do you have any favorites?
All of them. I love all movies. I hate all movies. I love all movies.
Big C over there was talking about your hat, Blood.
Oh yeah, Blood Meridian.
Yeah,
that's my favorite book. But movies. I went to school for movies. That's what I got my degree in.
Wow.
I like them.
Where did you go to school for that?
In San Antonio.
Nice.
At Vista.
Wow, that's kind of cool. So they just talk about movies that whole time in class. I mean, that's gotta be awesome. It was.
Yeah, it was the only time at school like I didn't have to buy books because I'm just watching movies. I get it.
Yeah.
Roland can read. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Blake's just mad because he can't.
No,
that's Miguelito, right?
Oh, that's Miguelito.
Is that him?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Enemy of the pod.
What do you say?
He said enemy of the pod. Like, okay.
Enemy of the pod.
I'll make up the rules,
He's gonna be sleeping with the fishes soon.
Yeah.
Hey, we're from Corpus. You know how we do this.
Well, he's got something going on too. I see him on Facebook. He's got
He's got the lab at the Tapology.
There you go.
Like becoming probably all of our favorite like open mic because he does little challenges like like after you've done your set, you pull a thing, pull a prompt or something out of a bucket, and that's really fun because he does kind of like push.
Like he's like educating comics too.
Yeah,
seems like it.
Yeah, well, because he is an educator himself.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he is an educator himself. He teaches.
He's who I started doing comedy with.
Really?
Because he used to do. Me and him have been friends since like 6th grade, and then I moved away to San Antonio forever, and then just came back, and I knew that he did like improv comedy. And I thought that was the same thing as stand-up.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, hey, dude, you do comedy. Let's do stand-up now.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, okay.
It's cool how there's different types of stand-up. Like,
Yeah. And they're totally different worlds, improv and stand-up.
Yeah.
Stand-up is great, and improv is...
What you're still standing up though, right? I'm trying to understand. Like improv is you're still standing up, right?
Improv is
more of a group.
Yeah, and you're trying to like keep it going along. It's like yes and
you don't know the
so responses from
so like in stand-up comedy you probably already have a set that you are or like topics or something that you're gonna go over, but in improv you're given like a prompt and then you kind of build it together.
What was that one show
group.
With that comedian who now does Price is Right? What's his name?
Drew?
Yeah, did you do that?
Yeah.
Whose line is it?
Who's that? Oh, dude, that was a funny show.
What improv is,
Yeah.
I thought he only read manifestos. Their video on Facebook.
Are we going to talk about that?
My comedy is so much cleaner compared to Roland's hellish material. Said, "Oh, that's a shot, bro, by Miguelito."
Is that
Miguelito on Facebook? He says,
"Nah, I get all my dirty jokes from him. They're all his ideas." He's telling me everything Bluetooth headset up there.
Are y'all dirty or clean comics?
Do not bring your children to my show.
All right.
So I am very, I would say, like the Bob Saget of Corpus. Like I feel
Bob
like
Saget.
I try to keep all nice and clean during the day while I'm at work. And then you know, the daytime image and the nighttime image, two different images for sure.
Do you feel like you have to develop
You know what? Well,
clean comedy, like maybe for certain audiences, or
Yeah, you do. There is a process of, you know, when you get there, like, who am I in front of? How are they? You know, and because even once you get started too, you feel like they're going to be this way, but they end up being that way. So you do, especially if you have kids in the crowd, because like at Mesquite, for example, it is a restaurant. So sometimes people do bring their children or whatever. I always warn them before they walk in, like, hey, I understand you've got your kid with you, but we're going to be using this language and stuff like that. And usually the parents are like, oh, they've heard worse or whatever. Like, but there's times where it's
I told them we're on the way over here.
you know, where it's like, no. And some parents are thank us, like, oh, well, thank you for warning us. You know, we'll, you know, go somewhere else and come back another time without them or something like that. But I do I have had to sort of change things up a little bit. If the kids are in a certain like 12-year-old or something where they kind of might know and kind of not know.
We're talking about
Yeah, but if they're young enough, like usually like if they're like little kid, you put the tablet or whatever in front of them. As soon as adults start talking,
they zone out.
They zone out. They
like,
don't
where'd
even
my kid
know.
go?
And mom and dad are all here like, I have had a situation one time where a parent wanted me to roast or wanted us to roast their kids.
what?
my
And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna roast your.
Would you have done that? Would you have done that?
Oh my God.
I'm not a roast guy, not really.
yeah.
But I mean, I would have tried for sure.
They
I
would
don't
have
know,
grown up
maybe.
being like, this lady roasted me when I was
Yeah. So I roasted her, and I roasted her, and I got on her. You know, well, because I do love. I mean, I got that from working at the car dealership. You know, being in the sales tower.
Oh,
There
cool.
would be
The
times where
salesperson.
my manager would call me into the office specifically to roast somebody. Like if a salesman came in with the earring in his or something with a diamond in his ears, I'd be like, come on here, roast him. That kind of thing, you know. So I really like it. Like we did Tina's roast for her birthday, and that was so much fun. I prepared
Man, I
little
feel
things for everybody.
bad for the episode I had with her because I kept on asking her like about what did I was asking her? Oh, when was the open whenever she did her show or whatever?
Oh yeah,
I kept on
she
asking her
getting
out,
it wrong
man. I was
the
like,
last Tuesday.
she got pissed. I was like,
Tuesday. One more time.
I'm sorry, Tina. I'm so
Yes.
sorry. We got to run that back. that back. Appreciate you.
Let's run that back. It's every last Tuesday.
Yeah, she kept on
But I think that's changed now. Is it to Wednesdays? I think it switched to the last Wednesday now. I don't know.
Rose
Maybe,
like,
I don't know. Is you watching, Tina? Can you clarify, or Wendell clarify?
Please tag.
But I mean, I have the open mic over at Mesquite. That happens every single Thursday at 8:30, and then
The one down here or
the downtown Mesquite right here around the corner. That's every Thursday at 8:30. The comics come in, sign up at 8:30. They each get 5 minutes. The open mic starts at 9 p.m. And then if you go to www.mesquitestreetlive.com, then you'll be able to see or get your tickets for like the Art Walk comedy show or any of the other big headliner comics that we're going to have coming in. Like Ali Sadiq is coming through to Mesquite at the South Side.
Yeah.
We have Nate Jackson. And then for my birthday, we're going to get Jackie Fabulous, who I love from America's Got Talent. So it's...
When's your birthday?
My birthday is February 27th, and then Jackie Fabulous will be here February 14th. So that'll be a really good show to have like a Galentine's Day crowd of all chicks just laughing.
Hell yeah, during Black History Month.
Yeah. Yes.
So I
It'll be
imagine.
perfect that we have
Yeah,
Jackie
so I
Fabulous.
imagine like different local comics are like kind of want to get on those spots.
Want to get on those spots to open, yes.
to open, right, to get that time and experience and stuff like that. Oh, Tina is in the she is in
There
the
she
chat.
is.
She's always watching.
She said,
Always.
"All good. Thanks for the support. You're welcome."
I'm surprised she hasn't chimed in before. Thank you, Tina.
Roast my mother on the daily says
That's
master
my
of the news.
son.
son?
And he's not lying. He asks me all the freaking time. I'm like, dude, seriously. I already have a complex.
Right on. So you guys got an event or something going on? You want to do a promo? Just look at the camera. Y'all ready for that?
Y'all go.
I think I just did actually.
We'll reuse that one. That's fine. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming. So,
Roland?
you got something coming on?
Yeah, Saturday, jazz room, and then the 21st, I'll be at the, what's it called? Red Room, Red Rabbit.
Red Rabbit.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Red Rabbit, yeah.
Yeah. That place, that's gonna be cool. And then Sports with Roland. Every week.
Sports with Roland podcast.
Yeah.
Did we ever get the dog's name, dude?
Oh,
Your dog is always on there. I can hear the leash and stuff like that.
What?
Mary's
You have a
Yeah,
dog?
that's Mary's
It's
dog.
Mary's dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I?
That's Mary's dog. She's the co-host on the show.
Oh, okay.
And that's her little menace.
Oh, right. That's nice.
He's always fucking everything up, dude.
Yeah. And then
But
of
he's
course,
fun.
yeah. So it's Sports with Roland where y'all don't talk about sports.
Oh yeah, no. I don't know anything
Dude,
about
I got
sports.
excited. I want to talk about sports.
Yeah.
Not here.
So do y'all
Now's
have
the
any
time,
favorite
hopefully.
team? Any favorite teams? Have you been watching sports lately? You have any?
I mean, like I
favorite
said, I'm a
teams?
49ers fan, but that's only because like my dad and I, when I was younger, he's like, hey, let's bet on football. And I'm like, what? I'm like a little kid, like, what? And he's like, what team do you like? And I was like, oh no. So then I started watching football with him. Of course, he was a Cowboys fan, so I ended up picking the 49ers.
No.
And I was that's how I became
Still a 49ers fan?
I'm a Joe Montana fan. I have Joe Montana tattooed on my ankle, so
Word.
he's the GOAT. Nobody argue with me on that. And
Tom Landry.
so 49ers and the Chiefs basically because he played for both teams. So who did you say?
It's a Tom Landry goat. I do football, but fantasy football, I pick it, based on how they look and what their uniforms look like.
There you go.
Because it's a fantasy.
I love the way you said that.
Tina Lacpacina on Facebook says the Annex Comedy Collective open mic Wednesday, December 18th.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
the Annex.
That's a fun place.
That's coming up.
I think they said 7:30, right? Jazz room.
Oh, 7:30 and 9:30 Playboy.
Two
Yeah.
shows.
On YouTube,
Jazz
Monica.
Room, really, that's a really good spot for comedy because it's a little tight room. Like I'm one of those rules people. Like I know Blake was all like fuck the rules, whatever. But I like low ceilings and no windows, and I want darkness, and I want the only light to be
So
on
Hellraiser.
me, kind of thing.
It's nothing but pain.
I like the little room up here upstairs at Mesquite for that same reason,
Right on.
But the jazz room is this little, lightning in the bottle kind of place, like where you can almost like squirt right on the crowd, which is amazing, And
When everyone's on the splash zone, it's good.
yeah, I hate it when there's no splash zone.
Oh, what?
So
Bring
yeah,
that up right now.
I want low ceiling, I want darkness, and I want a tiny room, and I want everybody sitting on top of each other.
So you kind of follow those guidelines, like you.
I do. I am a rituals person. I think it's like I'm a very rituals person. Yeah, for sure.
What would you do if they weren't there?
I mean, but it's not. I've done comedy in sandals and I've done comedy in shorts. But the times that I have done comedy in the daytime, it doesn't quite land as good. You know what I mean?
So there's rules for a reason.
But when all of the metrics are all met perfectly, then it's just magic. It just oozes right out.
It just
fine
depends on the thing, on what's going on. Yeah. There was one time me and Anna and Tina, who was watching like somewhere in the room, I'm sure. We did a baby shower. That was fun.
Comedy baby
Oh, wow.
shower.
Yeah.
Baby shower.
Yeah, I was like, let's roast this stupid baby. I'm down. Let's go.
Challenge.
Hire us for your Christmas parties.
I'll do your funeral. Let's go.
Yeah, we've performed in garages. We've performed at baby showers. We've performed at, whatever, bat mitzvahs, funeral, whatever you need. We charge $50 the hour.
For a low price.
$50 the hour. But we will show up
That's
to your
where I'm
event. Yes.
You want to plug something, Ronnie?
I do have a few things to plug. Yeah. So the Hauntings of Boogeyman, they're my homies. They're out at Farm Road 666. They're a haunted house.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I love them because they're all inclusive. I went to their haunted house in October, and there's this guy in like a wheelchair, and he's scaring the shit out of me because it's in like this really. It's literally a haunted area. It's haunted. They sent me like a video clip of like someone speaking in the background. It was not them.
Whoa!
And it's so freaking scary. Yeah, I love that place, and it's a family that does it. A family that scares together stays together, and then they had a VIP. So afterwards, they cooked brisket, and we sat around, talked about stuff, and I didn't realize the guy in the wheelchair was actually in a wheelchair. So it's like, how many places do you go? There's a haunted house that is inclusive of people that are in a wheelchair but could still be in a haunted house scaring the shit out of you.
Yeah.
So I thought that was like I was like, dude, you were badass. You scared me. And, I always take my friends. I'm like, you want to go? You're down. So I'm gonna be doing that. It's all weekend. The Hauntings of Boogeyman. You can find them on Instagram and on Facebook. I have them on my page. That is going to all weekend. So Friday. What am I doing Friday?
The B room, did you say?
I'm like, what?
And I'm kidding. We don't charge $50. That was $50
you
in
guys
20 minutes.
As we wrap up, you got any questions? Leave them out there. Blake Davina's talking about acoustics, room size, more acoustics thing. Not a rules thing. I'm talking about daytime rules, shorts. That's dumb rules. I say it need to go away. Yeah, I guess there's the people that.
Yeah, maybe I don't know much.
So I got two more places. Can I?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Saturday is going to be my friend Nikki, Suicidal Butterfly. She's having an event, 12 to 6. I'll be performing
At the shop?
at 1 o'clock. Yeah, outside of the store. She's gonna have a whole setup of vendors.
Cool.
I'll be performing with my homie, Robin Valentine, last met, our new girl Rebecca, a booty kill. I think she's a new performer. We'll be doing our set. There's going to be a DJ. There's going to be Creatures Coffee's going to be there. A whole bunch of other vendors as well. The Hidden Door on Friday. They're going to have Hexmas at 11:45. That's going to be a dope show.
Hidden Door is always a blast.
Yeah, we've done comedy there before.
We've done
they
comedy
love me
at
there.
Hidden Door.
What's up, boys?
They love rolling at the Hidden Door.
It's so hard.
Yes, they're stiff drink. Yeah.
One drink, you're like, I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
And then they have the karaoke Friday.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you.
Oh, they have karaoke on Fridays?
Friday, Saturday. Yes. Oh my God. But Saturday night, 9 o'clock, starting at Studio B, a mix of punk drag performers and live metal and punk bands. 18 plus.
Cool.
$10 at the door. My homies there, Carolina Reaper, Blasphemet, Robin once again will be performing as well. There's a whole, so I can't name them all, but they're awesome performers. I got to perform with them. They're awesome. So that's what's happening this weekend. So please go and support community and support,
Yes.
yeah, go
please
to
support
Suicidal
community.
Butterfly, then go to your show, and then later go to Hauntings of Boogeyman. So
Because that's the way, kind of like in the 90s or in the early 2000s, you would go to do
don't
like
just
a
go
little
one thing.
hop of, bar hop or whatever, show hop and things like that. And I think ever since COVID, that has really died down. And
I don't know if they're
it's
scared they're going to get
bring that
something.
back.
It's so interesting how that changed
Like everything.
for a lot of people.
Yeah.
COVID just hit and nobody expected it. A lot of people lost their jobs.
Yeah.
I was fortunate to be able to keep my job to the pandemic.
Yeah.
I'm a truck driver, so
Oh, that's what my brother does.
Yeah, you were essential. I was essential too at Ed Hicks. I had nothing changed for me. Everything stayed the exact same.
seriously, wow.
Yeah.
People still buying cars?
Yes,
Wow.
we're still buying
Yeah.
cars, and we were all still employed, and we all still somehow made a paycheck. I don't even know
Crazy.
how, because we were all just kind of going through the motions,
Wow,
at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I was working at a marketing dental office and they laid us off, and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, but I was 1099, so I wasn't getting the money or whatever. So my
yeah.
kid's like, why don't you be a delivery driver with me? And I was like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So first time in the food industry, Pizza Hut, me and my kid are like, I thought this is baller. I was like,
Yeah.
they're tipping like $20 and stuff, one
Yeah.
pizza. I was like, that's what's up.
Yeah, no, for real. Definitely shout out to Charlie Hicks. I know you're a friend of the podcast, but he really, all the other dealerships were firing, laying off people in mass. And Ed Hicks was not at all at any of the
Really?
dealerships.
Wow.
So
And I used
that
to
was
go
pretty
into
cool.
his dad's office, and we would just, his dad was so, and Gloria.
And Gloria's a sweetheart,
Yeah,
always has chocolate in her bag.
They're locally
And
owned?
Debbie is amazing.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
locally owned, yeah.
Shout out to Hicks, friend of the pod. I know you're watching.
While we're at it, I think Maya back there, the producer, he's a musician. You got any shows coming out, Maya, you want to promote?
No.
Not really. He doesn't. He don't like to be.
He'll come to you.
Yeah, shout out to my brother Maya back there in Produce Sound Studios
Brother Maya.
for making this look nice. Friday upstairs at the Hidden Door or for karaoke. Anna is a blast, says Blake Trevino.
Yeah, so he knows.
Thank
what's
you,
up,
Blake. Well, Blake and I go way back. We've known each other before we were stand-up comedians and stuff like that.
Oh,
We've
right.
been friends for a really, really long time. I absolutely love Blake. Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. Any final thoughts you guys want to share?
Remember,
Talk
I think community. I think that has been like the theme of this whole thing is
support
bringing the community together, supporting each other and what we do and everything like that, and loving each other for who we are and what we do. I think it's very important.
Like if you don't never gone to a comedy show, go to a comedy show.
Yeah.
Man. Never seen a drag performance.
Go
to a drag
to a
performance.
drag
We get
performance.
crazy.
How
We
important
have
do y'all think it
amazing
is?
drag queens.
We do.
How important do y'all think it is to like be involved in, I guess, like politics or voting and the city? What the city of Corpus Christi is doing?
My whole thing is, man, I pay taxes. I pay property taxes in the city of Corpus Christi, so I care because
Where your money goes.
they charge me up real good. You know, so I care. I care. If I didn't pay these property taxes and I didn't have what I have and everything like that, I wouldn't have anything to protect.
Yeah.
Especially because I do so much in the community. I am out here entertaining these people, and I want to have tourism. I want people to come and see Corpus and like it and want to return to our town.
Right. Yeah, it's very important. I think it's very important. I don't try to like talk about it too much because I want to make people laugh as well, and hey, let's go watch horror movies and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
a lot of it, like I don't know if you've ever seen The Boys.
Oh
The
yeah.
Boys show. That's a very political show, but it's gory as fuck. And it's like it's like superheroes, but
Homeland is one of my favorite comedians.
yeah. What did I just learn? But it's like they talk about how like superheroes in a political climate is in a sense, and it's that how it's just. I don't know, it hits, but it's very, very gory and graphic. So, anybody hasn't seen that show?
You got
Shout out to The Boys now playing in select theaters.
That's like the fourth one, right?
The goth moms actually have a group of goth moms. We go see horror movies together.
Yeah.
We're all dressed in black.
Are
and
y'all
everything.
into like Marvel and stuff like that?
Oh, I watch everything, and they pretty much do too. Yeah, we watch.
What do y'all think about? So, what do y'all think about where Marvel's headed now? Being that Disney owns it, we brought that up with another.
I didn't even. See, I don't know too much of the politics on that kind of stuff.
But yeah, I think Disney.
That's been
yeah,
good.
same here.
Well, because
like-
they always add a very more like a sort of polish that makes it not as edgy.
I mean,
feel.
it's like Rocky Horror is now Disney, so Frankenfurter is
Oh.
the Disney princess.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Frankenfurter. Well, not Frankenfurter. The Rocky Horror Picture Show is Disney now. Believe it or not, because it is on the Disney Channel.
Are they still making? Is Ricky? Are they still making shows about Rocky, or is just?
Oh, we had it. I mean, Aurora Arts every year. Man.
Oh, okay,
They go
okay.
hard. This last one was intense. Like, yeah, shout out to Dylan Rios, who was a producer with his group of people. There's a whole bunch of people, and they just killed it this last time. Like, oh my god,
so
I thought
the rights
Nice.
to Rocky Horror Picture Show are owned by Disney,
Disney.
now.
Yeah, Disney took
Oh
it
my
over.
God, I love that movie,
Stop it.
and I
Marco.
can't watch Disney.
He wants me to go to
Tell
Wicked.
Ronnie to go see Wicked. Says
I'm
Marcus.
not an Ariana fan,
on
man. I'm
YouTube.
sorry. That chick pissed me off. She did some shit to Elvira, and I just cannot.
I heard that movie was wicked awesome.
Great
I'll go
podcast.
see
Thanks
it.
a lot, Marcos, for mentioning the podcast on YouTube. Appreciate that.
I'll go see it for Marcos because I love him.
What do y'all think about the podcast? Did y'all like this episode? Did y'all like
Oh
it?
fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very
Thank you so
talk-
much for inviting me and Roland.
Yeah.
You know, to come and do a little thing because I feel like I'm not as cool as the other comics. So you know, like Tina is so cool and Blake and everybody that, and I'm like this.
She's one name away from
nerdy-
saying me. I know it.
And I'm very like this. I don't know, like weird person. I've never been a cool person, and I feel now I am.
Should make a sticker above the sticker.
Yeah,
Now I'm ready to quit comedy. This is it.
I made
we
it.
made
Podcast
it. We
about.
made it.
No, thank you for like having us and just like talking this stuff is like awesome. I
Yeah.
think it helps a lot of people that do listen, just getting different inputs and stuff and learn about different shows, different movies.
Yeah, right
I
on.
think that's awesome because I think a lot of people that do know us or whatever, just like, I wouldn't say look up to us, but since they're our friends or whatever, they're just like, hey, they talk about this, or hey, they like this, and it's just like, hey, I never knew that about them, or something new comes out.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, or my friend telling me more my son.
Y'all stuff is fire, says Blake. Thanks a lot, Blake. Appreciate that, man. That's awesome.
Wait, does Blake have like a comedian? Because
He's a comedian.
But y'all have like, because I've been like friended. I don't know if you friended me and you were.
There's probably like 30 different comics in Corpus right now.
Okay. I didn't know. See,
yeah, there's a ton.
Because I don't know if you like me on my private page, and I'm very like selective on my private pages because I don't know who these people are that are talking to me. So if you send me,
I'm sorry if I tag you on a lot.
And I'm also for these people. So I'm just like, why are you messaging? Because like literally on my personal page is like, don't message me unless you're dying. And because I'm just like, I don't. It filters out the people I do know. I'm not trying to be a jerk. It's just like, I don't know you personally. I never went and met you. I don't know who I'm talking to. So because I've had some creepers. So
I don't know. The comedians, we have like multiple chats going, so our phones are always like bling bling bling, because whether we're talking to each other in our scene or we're like in a group chat, for example, for an event like this or a show or something. So we are always have.
But do y'all have like, okay, so you're Roland Spamalot? Is that?
Yeah.
You? Okay, I don't know, but you said Regina George's on here, and I was laughing.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
What? Regina George's is him. I'm Ana J. Ramirez across every single thing.
Okay, so you don't have like Ana is the best.
Ana J. Ramirez, or you can do hashtag #1 sales lady, and you'll find everything.
Does Blake have like his own too?
Yeah, like right there, Blake.
What is that, like a personality or something?
So what happened was I had went on this vacation to Turkey. I have a friend that lived in Turkey, and I just somehow this Turkish vacation fell on my lap.
Cool.
I had the money and it was cheap, so I got it. And so I go visit my friend, and we go to this sort of like a coffee shop, and in the time that we were there having a drink and eating, they sort of changed the coffee shop into a nightclub. Ooh. And I was like, what's going on? He's like, oh, it's about to turn into nightclub mode, so we have to finish up and eating because they're going to take our table. And then I noticed that the place was called Tag, and it was like #TAG. And so anybody that would post on Facebook, put Tag on there, the pictures would come up like the way they are here. Wow. I was like, that is such a great idea. So when I came back, that idea kind of stayed with me. And then I was working in the oil field. And after that, when I got laid off in the oil field, I went into car sales. And it kind of stuck with me. And I was like, I need to use that somehow. And I created #1 Sales Lady so that I can post pictures of my customers and post pictures of the sales and things or whatever. So now it's just like anything I'm promoting, #1 Sales Lady, or anything I'm doing, #1 Sales. I have it on my business card, #1 Sales Lady. I have it on my name tag, #1 Sales Lady. Everything, everywhere. So yeah, like everywhere. It's like official #1 Sales Lady. And so the goal is to create an army of #1 Sales Ladies.
I love it.
All around the world, whether you're the #1 sales lady of real estate, insurance, shoes, jewelry,
your
drugs.
Your Spanish is awesome too.
Era mi primer lenguaje. Yo aprendí a hablar en inglés en...
You have to hit the English button on the microphone.
I learned to speak English at the Head Start at Lulac Apartments in Molina. That's where I picked it up.
Wow, really? Wow. Your parents didn't teach you. That's how you learned it?
My mom.
So you were one of those too? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
like they argued in Spanish, so I wouldn't know, but I'm like, catch the words.
I wouldn't be able to talk to my grandma and grandpa when I was a kid, or my mom currently.
Wow.
Or anyone in my family too, because they all speak. But now it's getting like more English has creeped in with the younger generation. But for my generation on, like now we all spoke Spanish.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I didn't learn that things. Yeah. And then I rebelled in high school. I was like, I'm not going to take Spanish. I'm taking sign language and Japanese.
Taking French.
Yeah, I took Spanish so I could get the easy A.
I didn't know it, so I was just like, I'm going to learn it. And then I go to college and they're just like, you got to take it.
I took Spanish so I could get the easy A, but it was the last class and I would get tired and I ended up getting a B.
I got a B.
Do you speak
in my defense, I was dyslexic in high school.
Hey, thanks a lot, Miguelito. He says shout out Corpus Christi for supporting us misfits.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Do you speak Spanish?
Nope.
Only in bed.
Only in bed.
That's hilarious. Do you speak Spanish?
I understand it more than I speak it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's my favorite. When I have a crowd that I know I can do a little Spanglish, a little Johnny Canales Spanglish.
Wow, cool.
Nice.
I really love that. Then I can really like do, because
Nice.
like a lot of the style of the way I write comedy is in the, because I grew up with like Polo Polo and like the
Wow.
Mexican Spanish speaking Spanish language comedians, and they have a certain way to do stand-up
wow.
comedy, and
Cool.
there's more storytelling kind of thing. So I was
Right.
like, how can I use that format, translate it, and make it all in English and still do the same thing? And that's kind of how.
Is it an easy transition to do that? Like, I guess shift it from.
I mean, I don't write in
that style?
Spanish. I write in English, but like the style of the
format of it,
how
yeah.
the joke are, then I try to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm always trying to understand, like, comedian, like how you guys go, like,
Typically, really,
From
this is
person
do
to
what
person.
you do. You know what I mean?
the most of the time.
What'd you say?
It's from person to person.
Person to
like,
person. Like I'll be driving in the car and I'll see something, and it'll just boom, boom. And if I don't stop and pull over right then and there and write it down and put it in my little joke book, it's gone.
Oh.
So I literally have to either repeat it to myself until I can park, or stop and write it down. Because if I don't, then it's like,
It's gone.
It's mainly like personal
Wow.
experience, though, with personal experiences for comedians, right? It's just like
yeah, it's
you
real
talk
life.
about your life. and
That's
make it
one thing
funny.
too. Like,
Well, that
people
depends
are-
on the person.
People are always afraid
All my
to
stuff is
sit
made
in the
up.
front. They're like,
Oh.
Kidding.
I don't want to sit in the front. They're gonna make fun of us. I don't want to sit in the front. They're gonna roast us or whatever. And it's like, dude, my stand-up comedy is not about you. I
Right.
just met you today. My stand-up comedy is about me.
Right.
So I need you to sit down, relax, get into my shoes for a little bit, because I'm gonna show you how your trauma has nothing to do with me, but maybe you can laugh about mine and feel better about yours.
Yeah,
And that's really what it is.
because a lot of us like, share a lot of the same experiences.
Yeah,
now,
I mean,
so.
and it's like a relief to know, like, oh, it's not just me. It's not just me
And I can
going
laugh
through
about
these.
it
And I
now.
can laugh about it because
Yeah.
this person just made a joke about, I don't know, having a big old puss or whatever.
That's my joke, by the way.
Like we all have one. You know,
Do y'all have favorite comics in town?
Roland is my favorite comic.
Yeah, me also.
I love all of them.
Who does like dark humor, or like, I guess, well, I've been learning about the different types of like comedy or whatever.
I would say Roland, Tina.
Yeah.
Well, so how would you describe dark humor? Or
It's funny. I don't try to like be like that. I just try to be funny,
Yeah.
But I just happen to like.
It just comes out morbid.
I just like
Going
talking about.
that way.
I just like talking about the Holocaust and 9/11.
That's what popped into your brain, yeah.
I can't help it. Yeah.
so it's the person that kind of makes that genre instead of the genre making the person.
Yeah, I think so. If you're a good writer, I think so. Yeah.
Are there any clean comics here in Corpus?
Yeah, we have Lido Cortez.
Cortez.
He does
Oh, yeah.
very clean,
Sneakers.
and stuff like that. Oh my
Oh,
God, to my
Sorry.
kitchen door. I have a collection there. Thank you.
Stickers, yeah, I got some stickers here. Put them up.
It's official. I'm a Corpus Christi original.
Pasties.
Yeah. What'd you say?
My next show.
Are you big enough? Good, buddy.
Hey, stickers. I walk around with
If you need the 4 inches, I got those.
I always give stickers away. I have like these raccoon stickers whenever I'm like somewhere.
You do. I think I still have something on my refrigerator that you gave us. You were somewhere that we were all at, and you passed out, I think, your business cards and
Cool.
stuff, or some kind of like Corpus Christi
thank you.
horror like
Horror club,
card club
yeah.
with like a little toy, and I have it on my refrigerator still. I
Oh
look
my
at it
God,
all the time.
see,
So
I
when
promote-
I was like, that kind of thing,
Yeah,
but I
I'm
guess
the
we
cookie
haven't
girl.
crossed paths again since then.
Why raccoons? You just came upon those stickers?
I was on Temu. I don't know.
It's addictive.
I typed in raccoon because and then like these came out for like $1, and I was like, I got these in kitty cats. So every time I'm out, I'm
That's
just
funny.
like, but you don't know how like it's crazy. I was in Houston the other day, and I was some girl. It was her birthday sitting next to me at the cafe, and they were just singing her happy birthday, and all I had was like, I had these stickers, and I was like, I don't have anything for your birthday, but I have raccoon stickers. And she's like, raccoon stickers, got all excited. And I was like, it's just stickers. I was like, okay, stickers make people happy. So, I just passed it like
Raccoons
passed out
do,
stickers.
yeah.
So.
There was one time I was delivering DoorDash to some place in Gregory, and it was like fancy, like seafood from, I don't know, that Poseidon place or whatever.
Nice.
And literally, I think I delivered it to a family of raccoons.
Oh,
They were like
man.
waiting for me. They're like, the jaw works because y'all are over here standing up going,
They're like, yeah, they good.
they make that weird noise. They're like, I don't know how they talk.
Raccoons are the best, man. My friend Stephanie Huffman, she's a wildlife rehabilitator or whatever, and she has like a post that she like saves because she saved a bird that fell out of a tree one time, and
Ever since then, boom.
yeah, we became friends, and then I see all her posts about the raccoons that she saves and everything. They're so cute.
They're
They
so
are
cute.
wild. You don't want to mess
Yeah,
with
dude.
stickers. Yeah,
They were going through the trash over there at those.
They were having a feast.
They were having a feast. Crazy.
So cute.
What do y'all think about the new bridge coming, almost being finished?
Ooh, are you
Are we
gonna
gonna get that or GTA 6 first?
Like, is there another way? Because I'm like, trash pandas, yes, Nikki.
What's going on, Nikki Lovin? YouTube, thanks for
That's
joining.
a butterfly right
Hey,
there.
what's going on?
She's the
Thank you for
best.
joining.
Yeah, her store is like the goth person's dream, or I mean, alternative clothing dream. It's not just girls, it's guys too. And you know, you just like I got my friend. She's a little. She thinks she's older, but she is older, but she's like, I can't be wearing this stuff. Well, we had a goth yoga at the Coastal Bend Wellness Center, and she's like, well, where do I go? So she goes to Nikki's shop. She comes like dressed up in like all this like goth, like more goth than me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, girl, like. But yeah, she loves Nikki's store. It has like the coolest stickers too, and then I think she has like crafty creations. They do she does a crochet not serial killer, but
Oh, like monitos?
yes, like Jason Voorhees.
How do you
Oh,
do that?
cool.
But they're crocheted.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she
yeah,
does
yeah.
her little like little machete and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then set glass. She
Yeah.
does like her like glass necklaces and stuff like that. So she has other people that are in her store that are vendors.
I forgot
Oh,
you
okay.
mentioned you wanted to be on. There's so many people that
So
Yeah.
in her store, she has local like artisans sell things that they make in there.
Mhm, yes. Right now, I think that I know of is and then she has some other person that does candles and lotions and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So
'Cause I've tried to walk into that store, but it's always been the daytime, and that is not the time.
right.
Go at 10 a.m.
No, it's at night. Go at night, right, Nikki? Like go at night. It's chill. She's got her horror movies playing. You can try on your dresses
Cool.
and whatever. And it's just like she has her kid Lucian. That dude's like the best seller. He's gonna be
He's gonna be
car
number
salesman.
one salesman.
That guy, oh my god! I go in there and he's like, I'm trying all the shoes. He's like, can I take your shoes? He's the 4-year-old.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Like putting my shoes to the side. He's like getting my dresses and all this stuff. And I was like, I'll take it off. Nikki. I'm taking it off after paying
Sold.
at this point. 'Cause
He's
it's
the number
been-
one sales kid.
Yeah. So,
And Nikki, the number one sales lady of goth clothes.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah.
It's an army of number one sales ladies. We're gonna take over the world.
we need to have an event just on number one women of everything.
No number two.
Yeah.
Who's that? Bridge Monarch 361 says she's going around the bridge. Master of Newt says shout out to Oso Parkway raccoons. I know the ones from was it the Indian Point Pier? Have you been out there?
Okay, yeah.
There's a bunch. There was a bunch out there. Set it. How do you say
Set
it?
glass.
Yeah.
Her name is Lisette. See, I didn't know this because I was calling her Lisette glass and then for the longest time, and then I figured out Lisette is her name, so then Set is her glass. Yeah.
Since we're talking about names, can I bring up something?
Luigi
ahead.
Mangione.
Oh my God! How much bell?
I mean, does he have visitors now? Because
Did he really do it? I mean, I think McDonald's is just salty.
he was with you and me, right, the other night?
Yes, I have alibi. He was at the comedy show. He was sitting next to her at the comedy show. He was there. He did not shoot
Now,
video.
stickers. I saw him.
Yeah.
Got his fingerprint on the stickers. But what's the name that you're talking
Yeah, so because we were talking about names, right? So what's this is gonna be embarrassing.
Oh.
What's your name?
Oh,
I'm horrible with names, and then so you're always posted as Corpus Christi Originals, but I'm like, Roland, what's the name of the host? Roland, what's the name of the host?
That's my dude right there.
He's off that dude.
Yeah.
She's on that.
It's gonna stay anonymous.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna comment on Corpus Christi Originals.
My name is Jesus.
It is a
Jesus.
Hilario.
Yeah.
And so we're probably in the same yearbook for 2002 then. Wow, look at that.
I didn't take my senior year picture.
No.
I'm in the group where everybody like made the 2002.
Oh, the big long one, yeah.
That's the one that
roll
I'm in.
up.
You barely said.
Oh wait, you went to Miller.
Yeah.
Yes. Man, Miller was stuck back in the day. Well, when I grew up.
I mean, it was pretty nerdy when I went there.
I went to Winfield Middle School.
It was computer labs and code writing. I learned how to edit video, shoot video, everything all at Miller High School. I did the news. I was in mariachi, orchestra, color guard with the marching band, Spanish Honor Society, and I was also a Sister City Corpus Christi recipient. So yes, I was on top of it. I love that high school.
Who's your favorite teacher?
My favorite teacher, shout out to Mr. Karanko. I was always part of the Mountain Dew Club. If you got an A on your chemistry test, you would get a Mountain Dew and a Nutter Butter.
Are you serious?
Yes, and I was the only senior he let skip. All the other ones were like, no, everybody has to show up at honors. Only one. He would let me get away with anything, but I was always make sure to get an A, like, for sure.
Yeah, Roland and I were mentioning West Oso, where you learn music, but you don't learn how to read music.
Yeah, you learn music, but not really.
Yeah. Kind of halfway learn music, but yeah.
I was supposed to graduate from my high school, but that senior year I went to the wrong party, and there was a gang shooting at one of the parties that my friend got shot literally while we were running because they were shooting in front of the house. So we were literally leaving.
Oh my God.
But we were running, like once we heard the shots, we started running to my truck, and then my friend's like, my brother got hit. And I was like, say what? And then like we threw him in the back of the truck. They're like, my mom's down the street. I was like, we got to take you to the hospital. She's like, no, my mom's down the street. And I'm like, we got to take you to the hospital.
I want to mention something. I think your brother, they said you were in Golden Gloves.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I fought. No, I'm just kidding.
In the box, she was
That's
a
so
boxer.
cool.
I used to, because I think we talked about last podcast that my dad fought George Foreman back in the day. And I
fought one of his girls once.
And you're still alive. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I did.
You made it.
But yeah, so my ex-husband back in the day wanted to be a boxer like my dad, and I was just like, okay, whatever. So I would go to like the boxing gym with him with my little 2 Pomeranians, all like the cute little wife, and he's there all like trying to spar and getting bloody because he his nose septum or whatever was wrong, so he would bleed everywhere every time he would spar because you're gonna get hit 100% of the time you're in boxing. But then I thought,
lay off the bag.
Yeah, I saw girls fighting, and I was just like, well, I can do this too. And my daddy did it, I can do it. So, I was just like, kept the Pomeranians at home. I started doing it. My ex-husband stopped doing it. I kept doing it. I ended up going to Golden Gloves, and
She had a school too.
I had my own boxing gym with my own girls that I took to Golden Gloves as well.
Cool.
And the only reason I joined Crunch is because they have a boxing bag. Because I'm like, I will not go to a gym, but they have, and I haven't gone. I'm so sorry.
That's so cool.
Do you have a favorite boxing movie?
It'll always be Rocky because me and my dad was like burned in a propane tank accident. So, power equipment a long time ago. And so his partner died, but like my dad stuck it through. And so I remember being at Memorial Hospital in the burn unit, and I'm trying to give my dad motivation. I'm like, come on, Rocky, we can do it. We watch Rocky movies together. I'm like, come on, Dad, you can do that. And he said that's what helped him get it through, was like remembering that
The movie and stuff
like that. So
how do you guys feel that they like tore down the hospital? Like, I feel like I had so many childhood memories at that Memorial Hospital. Like, so many members of my family were born there.
But I think that Corpus is like we're kind of known for tearing down historical stuff, right?
Right. It feels like a little bit, except for this whatever
courthouse.
The courthouse that is like that we never did nothing with it.
Have y'all ever gone in it?
Yes. It's beautiful. Inside the main lobby with all the marble, and it's like that big, it's gorgeous. Wow. Like we really should be utilizing that space for anything, Texas history or
Something,
whatever.
Yeah, something.
And
no, it's like it's. I mean, or at least like downsize it. Like maybe not take away the whole thing, but
yeah,
just, like,
monetize
keep
it back and keep the front facade.
So like once you go in there, especially at night, creepy as hell. But it's beautiful because you're just like, wow, look at the floor, look at the pillars, everything.
Wow.
It's just like they still have this
It's
stuff
so
there,
grand,
but going into those like mini like prison chambers, and it's just, like,
and the little like prisoner like drawings that were in there, and we saw some in there.
Wow.
Yeah, no, and then my kid had me go all the way to the top, and my kid's like jumping on the roof, and I was like, on crack or something. So yeah, no, it was an intense time, but yeah, don't arrest me for that.
But no, for real, City, do something because it does pique a lot of curiosity, especially as young people. And so that's when I went in, like, I think we were in middle school or high school when we like broke into there during the day, and like some homeless person was like, yeah, you go through that door. But that's what we were doing.
Stop bothering me.
They were very helpful. The homeless people were like tour guides, you know, like, how you go through here. And they pretty much left us alone, but you know, they're like, if you move this panel, you can go in or whatever. And it was an awesome experience.
It's almost like the buttercrust. Did y'all ever do the buttercrust?
Oh, the buttercrust.
Oh man, I remember the smell was awesome.
Oh
God. Oh man, for those of y'all that don't even know. Oh, the Coliseum. That's where I fought. I fought at the Coliseum.
The Coliseum. Oh, that's gone. My grandpa built that. Like that's what brought our whole family to Corpus was the Coliseum because he had gotten the job to do that.
Yeah, no, that's a
I did too. I think we were the last graduation 03 to come out of that.
Dude, that Coliseum was awesome. There's so many memories there. Yeah, I think you're right. They tore out
the courthouse is the only thing left. I mean, well, the bridge, but it's gonna be gone soon.
They sold that to another country, so it's gonna be somewhere in the world.
Oh, wait, the bridge?
The Harbor Bridge.
No way.
Yes, they like. It's like a mobile home. They're just gonna pick it up and move it.
That's
it's going on tour.
Can we go? I want to wait a couple of years. It's like I don't want to go over it yet.
Well,
wait.
Does it
had a couple people first.
I remember one time we were at a Hooks game and Tina was like, "Oh my God, look at that worker! He's all the way up there. Would you go and work up there?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Would you? What? You're not scared?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll be scared, but I'll work up there."
They better be paying me good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It'll be scary driving over it.
Is there a sidewalk? Is there like a walk?
Yeah, can we go?
Walk on the side?
I remember the original plans. There were supposed to be like even a park in the middle, but I don't think
A park in the
middle. But I don't think they were able to do that. I don't think there is going to be a way that I do kind of want to walk over the Harbor Bridge before they tear it down. So if anybody wants to do that with me, shout out to City of Corpus Christi if y'all want to walk over
the whole city.
Kidding. No, we're all walking over the bridge.
Everybody unite. Everybody that remembers.
We're doing it safe.
So we all carry flags. Remember,
our producer's falling asleep back there. Wake up, man.
Sorry, we're not funny enough for you.
Yeah. Is it? So they're building the bridge because bigger ships are coming in?
Yeah, so bigger, wider tanker ships can come through the port, and we can reap the benefits of that, hopefully. So that should bring more logistics jobs, more truck driver jobs, more like that, because we'll be able to get more shipping containers and more different things from around the world through our port.
So it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Oh yeah, and my kid just brought up the carousel. Did everybody go to the carousel?
Oh, I remember that in the mall.
Matthew on YouTube says took the carousel from
now that old mall. That's where I got my first job at the other mall. So
now it's a fountain, right? Or no, it's like the cookie place.
I don't know, but that carousel was a bomb.
Yeah, it was.
And then the theater upstairs. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the tilt.
The dollar.
The tilt. But I saw Batman, the Michael Keaton Batman, so many times at that movie theater next to Tilt, and I remember my mom being so tired from work, and I'd be like, "Mom, wake up! This is a good part. This is where she asked for the salt, Mom."
I've never seen Gleaming the Cube. You seen that one? It's a skateboard movie with Christian Slater. I remember seeing.
Ask now, Christian Slater.
Yeah. Christian Slater.
Is it old? An older?
It's like 80. I don't want to say 80s.
What is it? Grinding?
No, Gleaming the Cube.
Gleaming the Cube. Was it at that movie theater or what?
Yeah,
we saw it.
That's right.
And then where that jump or whatever thing, that was a theater. And I remember we saw Titanic, me and my friend Paul, or me and my friend Genevieve. We saw Titanic probably 3 times there. That was like our first porno.
You're like, you know what they're doing?
Exposure.
Yeah, but you know what I want? I want one of those black tiles from the dollar movie because it's all exposed. You know, they're tearing it down. I wish there was a way that I could go and just save one of those tiles.
I know, so you're right, because I was too young. I'm sure y'all were younger and didn't think about like, oh, this is going to be a memory, in the future. So yeah, that's what sucks. Yeah. So
my mom was a modern mom, and she taught me how to sneak into the movie theater.
Oh, wow.
I love your mother.
She's like, this is how you're going to do this. I'm buying 1 ticket, and you just walk right behind me, but we're going to stay for 3.
That was the best.
Like a big old person, like chicken.
Oh my God.
The Dollar Theater was a great babysitter. I love the Dollar Theater.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the Bob
It was, yeah.
No, when we went to when I used to go to the what is it?
Dollar Theater, bro.
And that's because my mom would sneak into the Dollar Theater.
You gotta say, hey, the popcorns were cheap though. So popcorn and drinks were still kind of pricey.
So that guy in the valley who thought we didn't struggle.
Yeah.
Sneaking into the Dollar Theater, dude.
I couldn't pay $1.
How dare you come here?
Don't
Come
you,
in.
man.
The carnival, like, games and
look
stuff
at
like
the
that.
concession stand.
Yeah, all the carnival games, right? That y'all would play, put a quarter in or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, because not now they have all the fancy carnival, but back in the old school,
You
would
put the
do like
quarter.
the little old,
Oh my God. Remember when Peter Piper was on Airs and it was like that old dark one that was really cool? Well, we had my birthday party there and my grandpa Jose had given me $100 bill and I put it in the quarter. And that same birthday, I remember my cake had like roses on it and my uncle, mi tío Laco, he was like, smell the
no.
That was all in the same birthday, but I remember putting that $100 bill in there, and it was
That's
like Vegas. Ching, 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 ching.
Never ending.
My mom was pissed.
So whenever we used to go to the games, you know what my dad would do? He'd be like, telling the people, so hey, my daughter's a little special needs person. Literally, like, I was like, huh, Dad, see, she doesn't understand.
Oh,
she
damn.
didn't understand till I got older, and I was like, wait a minute. And then my brother used to say I was adopted all the time. So I was like, I was traumatized. And I went to Catholic school, so that didn't help either.
Me and my brother and sister, we took the thing from The Simpsons, and she would start crying and like ask for her mom, and he could just push her in the front. Gets you to all the front of the lines.
Do y'all have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
I have a stepbrother, yes.
Did y'all traumatize any of your siblings? I got traumatized. So I didn't traumatize.
Yeah. My older brother, he's a year apart from me, so we were kind of like bugging each other all the time. So it's weird because he's the way he is, and I'm the way I am.
Yeah.
And it's like every now and then we'll be brothers, but then the rest of the time it's like, all right, your spot's over there, my spot's over here.
Dude, my brother, I heard stories about my brothers where my brother, because my older brother he's the middle brother. My older brother is like really sensitive, like he would, at Catholic school, he would eat with the nuns, not in the cafeteria, because he would get grossed out by the kids with their snot coming out of their nose, and he would throw up. So every time, so the nuns are like, "No, you're gonna go eat with me, so you don't throw up anymore." But my brother supposedly, I don't know if he could confirm this, ate a roach in front of my brother.
Oh, God.
Oh, disgusting.
And then my brother was like riding his bike, and then my younger brother got a stick and
Oh yeah, that's a good point, Marcus Renee on YouTube. Can you imagine walking on the new bridge from Crosstown to North Beach? Yeah, that is a long walk.
Okay, how many people get lost? Are still getting lost driving from here to there? I always take the wrong one, and
It took me a while to get used to like the whole redirection. I think I did drive over to North Beach a couple times.
Yeah, I
try to come down until I finally figured out a new route, and I'm like, now I got it. But man, there would be times where I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
You're trapped. You're trapped. You're going
no
over the
point
harbor
on me
bridge.
getting anywhere early because from here to there, because I'm gonna get lost. I always get lost.
Yeah. Now
No
that I
matter
work downtown, I think I have a pretty good layout, especially Uber driving. I've been doing that all this year. Uber
Oh, you
and
gotta have like
DoorDash.
all
Really?
the-
Wow.
Yeah, so now I really have extremely good knowledge of the streets, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's kind of like being a delivery driver. You end up like
Yeah.
learning where to go.
Oh,
and
you
the
work
back
for
street.
like you
I
work for
currently Uber
Oh,
at
right.
nighttime. Yeah, so I do.
I love my Uber
my
drivers.
normal job during the day, and then I Uber at night.
Wow, that's great.
I was door dashing for a while, but like
heard that's
had
harder.
been wanting to do. Actually, I feel like they make more money on DoorDash
Really?
than Uber, and there's less goings on, because it's not like the human aspect of it.
Right.
But driving Uber is very rewarding in Corpus. You pick up a lot of older
Wow.
people and
Dude, I
things
have
like
lovely
that, and it's
conversations with my
really
Uber drivers.
great. And I really feel like sometimes God gets to work his miracles through
Yeah.
me just as being an Uber driver.
Yeah,
And you get to
absolutely.
really have a sense of the city of who's in here and everything. We got a lot of old people, and I think we need
Right.
to
Yeah.
we need to young it up a little bit,
Yeah.
and stuff. But we'll get there, and it's a lot of fun. I did have a little old man fall down out of my car.
Oh no.
Ever since then,
Were
I
you
haven't,
drifting?
I haven't turned it on again.
Tuck and roll, man. Tuck and roll. You'll be all right.
Bad. It was his fault. He was like, "Me hit that before you drop me off. Can we get a Coke?" And he wanted it from Wendy's because they were $1.
Oh, shit.
But I was trying not to do that, so I skipped that route to try not to do that. He's like, "Oh, pues you didn't go that way, but we could go right here, McDonald's." I'm like, "Oh no!"
Not to worry.
He's like, "They're $1."
We have a backup plan.
Okay. So I went ahead and bought us both.
Why older people are like that? They just like
Yeah.
No, don't think you can trick me out of this. I'll find another.
Yeah, I was trying to trick him like a little kid, like
Yeah.
your mom used to do, like
Yeah.
you go around the block to not see the McDonald's or
Wow.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember those times. That, they just always find back. It's my dad used to be like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what he did to me. So I was like, okay. He was like, but they're not $1, and I was okay. So I paid for the sodas.
Plan all along.
I got out of the car.
You didn't have any money.
For $9.
Hey, smarter than we thought.
Man,
So you think that they're not thinking, but then they're thinking. My dad always had like the snappy remarks and always knew stuff, and I'm just because he was like, "Do you know the taquerias charge you extra if you pay with credit card?" And I
Crazy.
was like, "What?" And I was like, "No, Dad, they can't do that legally." I looked it up and I talked to them, and they're like, "Yes, they charge extra if you use credit card, not cash." And I was like,
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
their machine or whatever. they
Yeah,
charge
certain
us.
places because they do get charged a fee. But you know who
Yeah.
is a Corpus Christi original? My grandpa Jose, the one that gave me the $100. It's actually like 102.
Whoa.
Next
wait,
year he'll
what?
be
He's still
103.
here?
He's still
Okay.
here.
See, I've been wanting to get some older people
He
on the
built
podcast.
all of like Molina basically with his
Wow.
bare hands.
That's
It's really cool.
awesome.
You know who you should get on the podcast who I love so much? I don't know if y'all ever go to lunch here at the Whataburger downtown. Miss Terry. Miss Terry is 83 years old and she cleans the tables and brings, and I have to keep her busy because she'll be like, Mijita, do you want a refill? I'm like, Miss Terry, I need a ketchup and I need 3 napkins. And because she gets excited, she wants to do stuff.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, she wants to be busy.
Yeah.
And she's like there with the tables and she always takes the time to come and talk and everything. But Miss Terry is amazing. Maybe not Yolanda Saldivar. She is coming up.
Marcus Renee on YouTube says, "Can y'all discuss Yolanda Saldivar?"
I think we want to keep Produce Studios as is, and we don't want to
we don't want any riot.
riots. There's a lot of nice things in here. We'd like to keep it the way it
There's
is.
a nice transformer that might not be here.
I like how you're like, "Oh, it's mine now."
Not too over in here because wow, yeah, no, Yolanda, I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Not really though, because she killed.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't get over it.
Yeah,
I can't get over it.
I remember that.
I remember
that
when
day.
Selena died, I lived in Molina and I would go to her house. They had to put up that fence around because of me. I was literally there all the time.
I was in Beeville when that happened. I remember walking
11.
to Walmart. Everybody's buying her CDs and everything. I already had her stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
Because we used
Yeah.
to listen to her stuff. But I was just like, what? And they're just like, Selena died. I was like,
Yeah.
what the?
What do y'all think about the Johnny Canales drama? I love Johnny Canales.
What's going
And I
on there?
dressed up as Johnny. I dressed up as Johnny Canales for Halloween. And
Love it.
And I love it. And I recently got a little Johnny Canales artifact from one of my coworkers, and I love that. But, you know, he was married to Nora, and he has his daughters with Nora and everything like that. And Nora Canales, his wife, who pretty much took care of him all the way until this very last days. But this woman has come out from the 90s and said that she was originally married to him and they did not get a divorce. Wow. So his marriage to Nora is not a valid one because he never divorced the other one. So she filed a motion, I think today or yesterday, that to freeze all assets so that Nora cannot sell off any properties or move any bank money or anything like that. And I'm just like, okay, dude, this was like 93 and you're bringing this up now?
Yeah, what's up with
after
that?
they've built so much and have daughters and all this stuff. And then she took care of Johnny on his deathbed.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
that's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's real life drama.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I guess so. This
Corpus
just barely
Christi
happened.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
'cause I was
barely
like,
happened because he just passed away not too long ago. Yeah, and as soon as he passed away, probably a month later, she's like, nope.
There was actually there was another thing in the news. An officer was like framed like a kid or something. Like
Oh yeah, I heard about that. You
Oh yeah, I saw that at Hamlin Middle School with the assistant
planted
principal
a
and
weed
the security
vape
guard.
pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Wow.
talking to my friend about that the other day.
Dude, that kid must have been up to some hardcore shit if they had to frame him. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
But it's not just him. They did like 3 other kids too, supposedly.
way.
Yeah, so there's like a whole investigation. Because they were talking about all the other kids they were framing.
Our security guard at Miller High School was super cool. He was Batman. And he would have a Batman like belt thing, and on Halloween he would dress up as Batman full blown. I don't know. Miller High School was kind of like going to Glee and everything. Like Anastasia Davis went to high school with me and would be in full drag in the hallways, like not a problem. I remember she dressed up as Marilyn Monroe for a sock hop dance or favorites dance or something. And every football player, basketball player, baseball player was lining up to get a picture.
Wow.
Like, because she had all the va-va-va-voom in the dress and was doing all the Anastasia Davis things that she does. And it was amazing.
That, question. What do y'all think about the whole drag thing coming up as like they has to be 18 plus or so and so because they feel the drags are being impressionable on kids? What is y'all's thoughts on that? Because I work I wouldn't say very close, but I do support the drag community. Obviously, I've worked with them as well. I don't see it's performance art. I don't see them coming up to kids. I don't see them I don't see where it's gonna impression me. And of course, if you're taking your kid,
I think kids,
to a drag show, that's on you.
You know when it's the kid's gonna be gay, like
Yeah, but I mean, it's more of like, the drag queens are like making them, gay or making them, look at this like sexual stuff because they're dressed like this or.
I don't know if y'all follow RuPaul's Drag Race, but there's a drag queen on there named Georges, and Georges is from San Antonio.
Yeah.
Very Mexican upbringing, very macho dad, everything like that. But there's pictures and videos of Georges as a 5-year-old, like, strutting and dancing and flipping and doing all of the things. It's just undeniable that little kid was going to be a drag queen when he grew up. Like, there's just no way to deny that.
What do you guys think as guys? Like, is it, do you feel that like a drag show would be impressionable on like,
I don't know.
Like I said,
I think I always knew I was going to be a stand-up comedian since birth. Like, literally.
I'm really like, honestly, I'm against the grain like on a lot of this stuff. And people, I'm more like on like the conservative side of it. I mean, it's like that's I try not to bring it up that much.
As long as it's like 18 and older, though, do you feel that like it's safe? Safe space.
Yeah, well, of course, because at that point you can make your own decisions. You know what I mean? You're kind of.
But as for like the parents that bring kids,
if the parents take their kids, then that's on them. That's on the parents.
And usually that's how it was. Like no drag show was like, hey, I want to cater to a kid. It's mainly adult themed, which has always been the deal. So it's just like, why are they getting the hate because you want to bring your kid to the show? Like it's just. I
think it's like it started coming up when drag queens started going into the libraries and reading to the kids in full drag, and that was a thing that was happening and that kind of stuff. I think that's where that kind of got stirred up.
Well, to me, I felt like it's art. They're dressed up as a character, which is like even a straight person can dress up as a character.
Yeah,
it's just like it's just a drag queen.
If there's the drag queen and the kid, there's no way. I mean, George's used to like sneak into clubs and different things. I remember Anastasia. I remember when House of Rock was Club Violet.
Oh, Velvet.
Velvet.
Yes,
Sorry, Velvet. Oh my God, I remember being there at 18 with the M's on the hands and seeing, Anastasia becoming Anastasia before my eyes. Right. That was magical.
Yeah, and it's just for me because talking with them and the younger ones. I've even talked to some that their parents don't know they're doing drag. They don't, and I'm like, how are you sneaking out? I'm like, oh shit, and you're like, yeah, okay, you literally
have my drag outfit actually.
Yeah, very well. But yeah, I'm just like, I feel like also for the drag performers, I just don't have that support from their family because they're scared that their family's going to be against them. And I'm just like, and I've seen their performances and it's nothing sexual. It's just them doing a performance act and it looks like it's amazing. The detail and like, there's one performer, Baphomet, he's a drag king and drag, as we see, it's a female dressed as a man, and we call him a he because it's he's a drag king, and he's got this whole mask that he put, like the saw mask that he created himself, and he incorporates that in his whole act, and it's just awesome. Arsenic just went to the Austin Drag Festival, represented Corpus Christi. He was at the Pride, event, and he went out in a full vampire costume, doing a whole vampire act, and at the end, he had smoke coming out of his back in his face. Oh. He was literally doing the act of him dying or whatever. In the sun. And that's where I see it's like it's performance art, where it's like I don't see. I mean, kids were there. It's just like that is like something they should see. It's like, hey, I can maybe not be a drag king or a queen, but to put that kind of knowledge into possibly being like an artist somehow, somewhere. And it's like, if they can do this, maybe I can do that. And it's just,
I don't have any kids, so I have no way to like say or anything, but just like how I would treat my kitty cat, boundaries and different things, like that's just a normal upbringing to everyone. There's time where I can love on you, and there's times where we have boundaries, and there's times where as your parent I decided no on this,
communication,
and you have to do, because you're my kid until you go and pay your own bills. I'm 39 and I pay my own bills, and my mom still puts boundaries on me about
if your Hispanic parent is still alive, you're still their kid.
You're still their kid. They'll still whoop you, and they'll still do all the different things. But I have no say so on that kind of subject as far as kids are concerned, because I don't have any of my own, and I've never wanted any.
So that's where I would have said, like, I would have drawn like a boundary as a mother. I would have been like, okay, my kid is not ready to see that. I would not take my kid to that.
That's you. Sorry about that.
I just feel like, the whole hate on the whole drag community over it, like it was the ones that did it. And it's just like, dude, they're not actively. Most drag queens and gay people don't even like it.
It's like you can just flip it and be like, well, like the Christians, they're forcing it on.
True.
You know what I mean? It's like anything can be perverted, like, you know what I mean? If it's like you're saying it's art,
and I do mean anything.
Yeah, it can be like kind of taken to the extreme or whatever, I guess you could say.
Yeah, because actually my first horror movie was a religious film. I don't know. My parents took me to some retreat, and
was it the Devils?
No, what?
Was it the Devils?
The Devils?
Yeah. The Ken Burn? Not Ken Burn.
It was about the apocalypse, right? And there was blood in the river and everything, and I'm just like scared. Like, it scared me more than the Exorcist movie did when I was a little kid. Man. And I was just like, Mom, am I gonna die? Like, what's going on?
The one that really tripped me out was the Chainsaw Massacre, the original one.
That
one, oh my God,
right
that's a perfect movie, by the way.
They did not show that.
Texas Street right there. Nothing better.
Great.
You know what scared me? The shitty remake that came out in like 2003 with Jessica Biel.
It's like overdid it or something, right?
Yeah. No, it's not a great movie, but that's the movie that scared me the most as a kid.
Oh, really?
That terrible one, and then I saw the original, and then I was like, oh God, this is so much better.
You're like, I get it now. Yeah, I like Rob Zombie's take on certain horror films.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Rob Zombie's a lot of fun.
Yeah, even though he casts his wife on everything. But, you know, it is what it is. It's
Yeah.
his wife, it's his movie.
I
he can do
remember
what
he
he
did
You're like
Concrete
expecting it to be a
once, and that was
happy
a lot of
ending,
fun.
but he's like, nah,
No,
you're
it's
gonna stay
not.
down here. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like this kind of, I like psychological thrillers, Silence of the Lambs,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Was it the dragon or something like that? Was it like the sequel?
Hannibal,
Red Dragon.
the Red
Yeah, that
Dragon.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just seen that one recently.
Yeah.
Did you like it? I haven't seen this since I was a kid.
Nah, it's alright.
All right.
The book is better. Like I read the books. The books are better. So I mean, like at least they usually
Yeah.
are. So, but yeah, I know. I have there's a book club. My friend Ashley and Maria have together, and they had us read about the murders in oh shoot, over there in Mexico where they killed that
The
college kid.
students.
Yeah, well, that one college kid from here, San Marcos, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we were reading about it. That was pretty graphic, and they actually made a movie on Netflix about it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it was like a satanic cult this guy put together, and he was also a drug dealer, and he killed they found all these.
Yes, they need
Yeah.
offerings. Yeah, they have
and
to
it
do
was-
offerings.
The guy was
to
like
their,
gay, but then he was married, and then it was
safe
like
passage.
Yeah.
I've actually been to an entire shrine devoted to
to that
the Santissima Muerte, and it was like weird because it's like a double shrine in Reynosa. One half of the mountain is all in the color white, and the shrine is for this bus that had a car accident, and when the bus had the accident, everybody went missing, and all they found was the steering wheel
I heard about
with the hands of the driver on there, right? It's one of those Mexican myth legends. But then you turn the corner and go around the other side of the mountain, and then it becomes darkness, and it's like all Santissima Muerta shrines where people like drug dealers and stuff come and bring offerings
Wow.
so that they can pray for safe passage.
Right.
No.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that
The
is.
whole religious aspect on certain evil, not evil stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
We'll wrap it. We gotta wrap it up, guys. Coming up on 2 hours. Thanks for coming on the show. Anything you want to share before we go?
Yeah, definitely always make sure you go to www.mesquitestreetlive.com to keep up with all of the up and coming comics and comedy shows that we have coming on, from big national touring headliners to, just Texas only headliners and things like that. And come to our open mics every Thursday. Come to the downtown area. We now have 3 different open mics that you can come and see, all of just the Corpus Christi locals, because we have about 30 of us in the scene. And this is where you would be able to get a taste of not only our comedy in Corpus, but we do get visitors from Laredo and San Antonio and the Valley and stuff that come and visit because they're only an hour or 2 hours away. So definitely always come out every single Thursday to any of those. And then Tina's got the Comedy Collective coming up on the 18th at the Annex. Definitely come and see that. And just follow me, Ana J. Ramirez, on all socials to keep up with all of the comedy show flyers, who's coming in town, what we're doing, and all of that kind of stuff. That'd be great.
Nice.
Thank you.
I've been talking a lot about sports with Roland. Fun show. I've talked about a lot about the show I got coming up Saturday at the Jazz Room. I also need to promote Long John Silver's. I feel like they need our help. That's all I got.
Long John Silver.
Long John Silver's, that's what's up. Okay.
No, it's not.
I mean, I like going there and their chicken, their hush puppies. Are you dead? I'm sorry. Do I go now? CC Goth Girl or the CC Horror Club on Instagram for me, or the official Corpus Christi Horror Club on Facebook. TikTok is CC Goth Girl, and YouTube eventually will happen. Also, Hauntings of Boogeyman, if you want to go to a haunted Christmas thing, that's this weekend. The Hidden Door, 11:45 Hexmas. Drag performers 18 plus or 21 plus possibly.
So the drag queens performing, are they going to be gothy?
Dude, yes, because they got Imagine
like Girly
Recommend,
Brothers?
Bam Bam. Yeah, they got the intense performers that they go hard. They're just no, don't get me wrong. I don't mind a beautiful drag queen. in a beautiful
glamour,
dress,
but we also
these,
want to see the goth.
no, it's Hexmas, so it is completely horror goth style. So.
Fun.
And then Saturday, of course, Suicidal Butterfly event, 12 to 6. Me and my friends will be performing at 1. Then at 9 o'clock, Studio B, Black Lagoon, drag, DJ, stuff like that. And, of course, your show. Awesome. And Salem on
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Salem,
yeah.
Salem
But-
is then 11:45. The Hidden Door Friday. I guess the Amanda Reckon Web is a Salem. So I guess
thank you everybody on Facebook and YouTube for being in the chat. Also, thanks a lot, you guys, for watching the show. Next week we got Almighty Public Zoo talking about Corpus Christi hip hop culture. So stay tuned for that next week, and I'll put a flyer out there. Shout out to Drift Corpus for sponsoring these past couple weeks. Also for CC Horror Club for courtesy of the $40 store credit. If you tagged anybody on there, if not, we'll pick a winner from the Facebook comments. But thanks a lot, you guys. Stay tuned for some more episodes. Have a good one.
Bye.